I swear I'm here.
Just, oh, look at that. She's mastered the invisibility spell.
I really have. I've been practicing all day. Do you like it?
It's a good
Really
effect.
It
How
took a
did
few
you
times,
do
but
that?
it's a one day thing.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah, you only need a day.
is it true? Like, is it true invisibility? Like, we're actually seeing through you, or are you like gonna like step forward and you're actually the bookcase or something?
You know,
I think it's really
I'll-
cool that you can get your background to be your background.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready? This I'm gonna reappear.
Wow.
With
Wow.
with drama, and we have
Wow.
started streaming, so there you go.
Perfect.
Oh, sorry.
That's how that works. So,
You had to tell Kirby that.
oh hey Kirby, you startled the puppers. But hey, we're streaming on 20 Sets Every Story. We're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition, and we are working our way through Tyranny of Dragons. And we are currently on the section of the modules entitled Death to the Worm Speakers. And the party has particular interest in this as one of the party members, a bard named Rob Oakes, has a daughter who has been threatened by one who seeks to become the Black Dragon Worm Speaker, Furlum Mundath. Furlum has recently been identified in the tomb that they are currently investigating in pursuit of the White Dragon Mask. The White Dragon Mask is being pursued by the party as well as by what is this? This is Tyranny of Dragons. Just the Worm Speakers. Come on, Twitch, keep up. But what we are doing is pursuing the White Dragon Mask that is being chased by Talus the White, who was the companion to the White Dragon Cloud Chaser, who had a very bad time and was dispatched by the Greenest of Force Grey a few sessions earlier. So, in the last few minutes, the party finished a rest. They investigated a room wherein they found a set of books and such things. They dealt with some ghosts and poltergeists. They fought with some bearded devils that had been hired by Furlum Mundrath for the cost of a human soul. That unfortunate human soul's body is currently lying on the ground near them. There are about 5 raptors currently screeching and chittering around the area that have been summoned by our good friend Chiquito, our Warforged druid. And our elven barbarian Anrin is standing next to a large, imposing figure that earlier the party had realized was a illusion cast over a clay golem or other sort of automaton with offerings piled at its feet, primarily silver and copper, but a few nicer pieces thrown in there. And the party had actually donated to that treasure chest several silken robes that they recovered from the closet just a few rooms away. So they gifted the owner of this estate with their own goods, but it seems to have done the job. Sholara, our barbarian half orc, is a little bit half orc, half Goliath. Yes? No, I did that wrong.
Correct.
Half orc, half Goliath.
That is correct.
Is nearest to the doors that they believe Furlum Mundath has moved behind, and our lizard folk warlock Yaz is currently at the back, possibly looking hungrily at this cultist's body. Yaz does have a bad habit of biting things off of cultists. Well, bad for them, good for the party. And that's about where the situation stands. Party should be down a few hit points, up a few hit points, etc. We're gonna say that conjured animals that lasts like 10 minutes or an hour. That's a long one, isn't it, Chiquito?
Like
I
3 days.
want to say it's an hour.
I don't think
Like
it's 3
eternity.
days. Eternity?
Like
It
eternity,
feels like
yeah.
eternity. But there's a lot of
I'll
raptors
take a look. I'll
about.
take a look.
Um,
They're still around for a while.
They got some time on them. I will say perhaps the DM will not be so kind as to let the player pick everything to do with that spell in the future, and we might be making up some tables. But for right now, there are 5 raptors in play. From earlier, the party had come down from the chamber to the west and south, and they were kind enough to draw me this little pictorial to help me identify that north is to the right, south is to the left, west is up, and east is down. They were chased by a giant bone ball, smashed into a room here, and identify that there are sarcophagi in the wall behind hangings in this room here. Perhaps.
There's hangings.
Hangings. Nice wall tapestries.
Not like executions. Okay.
No.
That's why they took our belt when we went in.
That is.
Yeah.
Don't want any hangings. So with that, oh, got lost on the internet. Well,
Yeah, I saw that.
if you have any
Yeah.
trouble, we're always here for you.
Yep.
And you can always swing by the Discord if you need to find a new home.
Yeah.
And we'll plug the Discord that way. As far as things to plug, let's step back and see if I skipped anything. We're 20 sides every story. I said that. We do Discord. We're a group of folks who like to play games. We hang out and have fun. Hype trains incoming. Thanks all for that. We do have Alex running our community campaign, which is people can drop in, drop out. That's a lot of fun. Patreon folks get first dibs, but there's always a few open for Twitch subscribers and for people who just hang out. And there's got to be 10-ish games running on the channel at this point, maybe more.
I would think so.
Yeah, so lots of fun and exciting times, and a Valheim server in case you want to get your Norse on. But party, things that you know, Clay Golem, doors. The doors, just in case it matters to you, open away from you, the double doors, so they would open out into the other rooms. This one, the single door, opens in towards you and would swing back against the corner there. So those open away. This one opens towards. These stairs go down away from you. The arrows are extremely deceptive. So down away from you and then down away from you. That is the room where you fought the ghosts and such things. Here is where the bearded devils are turning into ichor. And here is where the cultist's dead body lie. The air is still extremely dry and desert-like. And what y'all doing?
Well, I believe that our friend has moved through this door to the east here, and I believe we intend to follow. Yes.
I think so.
If he happens to be directly on the other side, are the preparations that anyone needs to make?
I know it's just been a couple minutes, but it feels like 2 weeks since I took stock of myself. Um,
Yeah.
uh,
Time's a funny thing there.
yeah,
Rob.
super funny. Oh, yeah. I don't think there's much else I can do about my current situation, so I'm ready to move when y'all are. In case I did miss your, directions on this.
Oh, no problem.
But I can follow along with everybody else. You
You
don't
got
need to.
Doors open this way. Baddies, as far as you know, down here.
Can you
Place that you've
shift
been
ping me?
before up here. Shift ping?
Yeah.
Can
I have no idea even where I am.
There.
Yep, shift ping me. Good.
Shift
Okay,
ping,
got it.
yeah.
Cool.
Got it.
All right. Well, I think that's the way we got to go, right? So this way, right? Is that the?
Got it. So right through
door.
there is where you suspect Furlum is. Though these doors haven't been opened yet. Or these doors.
We think we know where they
Yeah.
were. Where we were in there, though. We think.
You've been in here.
Yeah.
Never been down in this area.
Right. All right, Rob's gonna knock an arrow and pull to the back.
I will look at the rest of the group for
going
any indications.
Well, maybe we could get Parappa the Raptor to maybe go ahead and go first. Maybe take a look.
So what I will say is, we will decide. I think opening the door is probably going to be the combat kickstart. You'll let me know. You'll let me know who is opening the door. I mean, I feel like you picked up that there might be some combat happening. You'll let me know.
What?
What?
It's crazy.
So you'll let me know who is opening the door. We will roll initiative. We will skip to that person's turn, and that is where things will kick off. So whose hand is on the handle?
Well, they look to open outwards, so perhaps you could line up all of your little friends and Enron could push it open with a glaive.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right,
All right.
guys. 42, 3, 9, 3, go. And then they all go ahead and
Was that a niner in there?
I think I heard a niner.
Like
Niner.
a niner.
All
we'll
right.
keep one in the reserve right there.
Excellent. And as you all do such things, would you be so kind as to click on your tokens, roll yourself into initiative?
Yes.
Chiquito, your raptor swarm will go on your turn.
Can I possibly make a special request?
What would that be?
I want to try out a new spell.
Okay.
Could I summon? Can I summon an
8
aberration?
raptors.
Aberration.
Yeah, I can't
I
do raptors,
love
but
aberrations.
I can summon an aberration.
Does this
I'm pulling
aberration
for
the one
slithering.
that is this the one that requires that you have humanoid blood handy?
No, I bought a thing for it though.
Okay.
When we were back in one of the towns. The platinum inlaid vial with a pickled tentacle on the inside.
Got it.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's nice.
Yes.
What type of aberrations does this summon? Or do you have the spell up? Could you pull the spell
I
up?
do have this. I do have the spell up.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with the whatchamacallit, the beholderkin, please.
Boy, I hope I have something like that. Okay, so I have a beholder. I'm feeling this is probably a little less than that.
Yeah. I should have
Don't-
done this sooner. I just didn't think of it
It's
until
okay. So I'm gonna throw a beholder icon on the table for you. Let's
Mhm.
shrink him down a little bit,
I'll be able to like
and I'll
track
just
the individual thingies.
I'll just ask you to fakey in the other options. So he's probably
Yeah.
a guy, and give you control.
There's some math stuff involved with setting them up, so I'll be able to get that set up and take care of that.
Got it. You should have control over a beholder token and a beholder sheet. Feel free to customize that as you so choose. As you summon a beholderkin in. For that particular spell, is there anything we should know about? I don't think that's the one that tries to break out of control and go rampant across the place. This one's
I don't
faithful to
believe
you,
so.
right?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's faithful. I think that's the reason why I picked it.
Okay.
Creature disappears or when the spell ends. Yeah, so it just disappears when it ends. It's an ally. Shares my initiative.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
that seems to be about it.
All right. So Anrin is fortunately and unfortunately at the bottom of the turn order. So everyone gets all prepped and ready to go. Anrin will be pushing the doors open, I think. I'm going to go ahead and add some friends to the mix here.
Yes, I just want to say I think you're amazing, but you do some creepy ass shit.
I think you're amazing
I'm
too.
so happy to have someone else say it for once.
I mean, that's super cool, but like, I feel like it's always looking at me. Because it kind of is.
I think one of the eyes is looking at you, and one is
Yeah.
looking at Cho, one's looking at me, one's looking at.
I mean,
think that would make me dizzy.
does he have a name?
I haven't come up with one yet.
Because if you
Oh.
name things, they last longer.
This is
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard this is true fact.
Well documented indeed.
It's gonna be great.
Always, always true
Then-
in Call of Cthulhu. Always true.
Always.
100%. That is how all DMs judge whether things should live. Did we name it?
I go out of my way to
Cool.
kill them if they have a name.
Will this cause psychological trauma for my players?
Yep.
That is how it works. So let's go ahead and throw things into descending order. The
No-oh.
doors begin to open.
Oh, dragon cultists. I hate temple dragon cultists.
The bums won their court case today.
Yeah, they did.
All right. As the doors
Orange whip,
start
orange
to
whip,
swing
orange whip.
open, you realize that they are not opening entirely, as they have bumped into two people who are trying to keep them only partially open. You can see just the edges of their shoulders past the walls there, and more clearly in sight, a ghostly apparition, a woman who you can see through. She is moving books about on bookshelves that have not contained books, you would guess, in probably 50 to 100 years. There are desks and other bookcases against the far wall. This looks to have been a library at one point, but just about everything inside has the look of being spoiled or plundered. There's a few loose papers on the ground, turning into dust as the air moves about. And Anrin, the dinosaurs are looking to Chiquito for instructions, so they will not get to act till next round. Are you doing anything now that you've opened the doors about a third of the way each?
You're muted,
muted.
Maureen.
Oh,
Can everybody see what I'm seeing?
yes, so everybody, not Chiquito, he's kind of a little too far back to see in, but everybody except Chiquito can see down that hallway, that gap in the doors.
So at this moment, I'm thinking about all of the people that I've ever interacted with in a library. And I'm going to whisper as low as I can to show, try not to make too much noise. And then I'm going to walk as softly as I can forward and past here.
Sure.
Hey, it's going to happen.
As you lean in, you can see behind the doors, two figures have them sort of propped half closed. There's enough room for you to wiggle past, but it looks like they have their shoulders set. They're kind of squared off against the wall, trying to keep this to a bottlenecked opening while maintaining some cover. You're now standing beside them and, could push through the door if you kept going.
No, I'm going to go ahead and stay right here for right now.
Got it.
Well, I'm going to stay here for right now.
Any action? Bonus action?
Well, I don't know what the ghostly apparition is actually doing and what they might do if I do anything. I'm not going to do anything for right this moment.
Sounds good. And as you decide not to do anything there, a somewhat unfriendly face peeks out from behind one of the bookcases. She takes 2 steps forward casts her eyes about the room, and then a unholy glow begins to emanate from her. She is casting a spell. Is anyone doing anything about that?
I don't think that I have that capability. Do I? I think I.
I
1 second,
You're
please.
up a level where I should ask.
I know, but I don't think I actually took it.
Fair enough.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
Oh,
good.
All
So,
right.
so the question
I forgot
becomes:
I
Are
had
you
that.
doing anything about
Yeah.
that?
I'm gonna counterspell.
Okay. So Rob,
I can only do it at level 3.
you are within 60 feet. You are casting at level 3. It is a level 3 spell. A ring of spiritual guardians appears and then fades from around her. She
Sneak you
looks
sucker.
a little bit miffed and then steps back
She is sucker. It's been
behind
a
the
long
bookcase.
half week of work. I'm very excited to be playing.
Excellent. That is going to be Furlum's go. Jocko looks over a little surprised at Anrin's peaceful nature, and then spoils things by trying to stab at her with a scimitar. Jocko, scimitar stab at Anrin. 20 for 5 points of slashing.
Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and use the warding flare.
Okay, that makes it at disadvantage. That gives it a 6 instead. For that one, just try and announce it before I start, before I get to the roll. Sometimes I talk fast and roll fast, so I will definitely give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. That is going to bring up our changing one. A little black dragon comes wiggling around, moves forward, steps right through the ghostly apparition, and then goes squirt.
Word.
I'll counter squirt.
I'm not
Said it in time.
sure.
You said it in time.
I'm not sure that counter squirt is a thing. So our
But I
unstable.
said it in time.
You did. You did. So our unstable friend is going to send a line of squirt right down.
Oh no.
Right down here, and that's going to hit. This is a 5 foot wide, so it can cover 2 squares. So it's going to hit Anrin, critter, etc., etc., etc. So that whole line in there. And could I please have DC 11 dexterity saving throw from everybody in that line? You guys are really cutting it close. Anrin, you do have danger sense, I believe, so you have the pass. Excellent. Can I see a roll from the Beholderkin?
And me too, right?
And you
Or no?
as well.
Okay. That and hopefully I set this up right. Oh no!
Oh no!
It's a 5 foot line and it hit me and yes.
It is 15 feet long.
Oh,
5. Oh wait,
15.
hang on. Wait,
Okay.
did I
15
do?
feet long.
Wait. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. It does not hit. Does not hit Rob and the Beholderkin. I'm sorry. Totally
I'm
misread.
really glad for that.
Misread
too.
length. Thank you for
Me
double
Me
checking.
too.
So Anrin and Sho though are gonna need to give me those rolls, which they did and passed. They are taking half of this acid damage, which is 13. And our little 2 little critters there will also need to roll
Oh, I did one. Let me do the other.
and then take their.
Why did I didn't do this?
Half.
Yep.
2 little critters. This the top and the. Is it the bottom one or?
The 2 middle ones. So that one and that one.
Okay.
So the top one's going to be dead either way.
Yeah. Cool.
Good
so
news,
one
those
more.
weren't the ones named Parappa the Rappa.
No, they weren't. That was yeah.
That was the
kept
other
that one
ones.
safe.
But
Yeah,
that's going to bring
definitely.
us to Rob Oakes then.
All right,
Yeah.
so half of that.
These guys are like I'm experiencing them as like thugs or what? What are these?
You would say that they're kind of
cyberpunky?
cultists. They're a little.
Okay,
They
they're
got a
just
little. They got a
cultists
little
of a
to
different
'em.
stripe.
Cultists of a
Okay.
different stripe.
But
I
I can clearly see them right from where I'm standing.
From where you are, they've got a little bit of cover. They're
Okay.
halfway behind the door. They look a little like this.
Oh.
So
Ooh, they're edgy. They're
they've
edgy.
got-
They are a
Yeah.
little cyberpunky though. You're
I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
they've got a little, a little thing to them. Their scimitars are, wickedly curved, flowy robes.
Yes, it'd be almost impossible to get that in and out of a scabbard.
You never sheathe a sword. Dragon
Only.
Queen.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. That's good knowledge. Yeah. All right.
Her talons do not
Um,
retract.
That'd be great for the blade.
Rob's gonna sing a song of his greatest hits.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And is going to no, hey, that's sorry. I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Ooh.
And I think what I want to do is I'm going to cast that at second or at third level instead of at third level instead of at second.
Sounds good.
So, and then I'm going to place that guy. Well, let me just cast it first. Hold on. Cast it at third, submit. Okay. And then I'd like to drop that guy behind these two guys.
Do you want it on their
not
square?
behind the, like I want it to be, can I put it in between these? You can't see what I'm doing.
You can put it in between two squares. So
Oh, I can't drop it in between four. Like
no,
I can't by
yeah, because
no.
a 5-foot effect can cover two squares.
Okay.
So we can go. I think there is kind of where you're aiming for.
Yeah, except for that's less long-term strategically advantageous.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm doing it anyway. Do it. Just drop it there.
You got it. At the start of their turns, they will start getting chopped up. Rob Oaks,
Yep.
anything else?
How does Anrin look? Did she take a ton of damage there?
Well, hang on. I did.
Okay. I can't. You know what? I can't because it's a full spell. I thought I was going to be able to bonus. I can't do it. Yeah, that's it for Rob. Sorry. I thought I could do something, but I can't.
Problem. As that happens, another figure, cloaked and mysterious, emerges. Gorge. The cultist. And Gorge.
I will gorge on cultist.
I totally thought you said his name was George, and I was
Nope.
like, "Wow, that was anticlimactic."
It's Gorge.
It's gorge,
George?
as in your gorge is rising.
He's a vicious killer. Gorge is going to look at Rob Oaks is going to take one more step forward. And Rob Oaks, you are going to hear a commanding voice call out a single word to you. And that word is pillage.
What am I supposed to do with that?
What are you supposed
right.
to do with that? We'll take a look
I
around.
make
We'll
a-
see if we find out.
I
So
will
they are
make
casting.
a.
Hang on. They are casting it at level 2. And so it will actually be Rob Oaks and Show who both get the pillage command. And
What's our save on that?
your save on that is going to be a wisdom saving throw. And your target number is going to be an 11.
I really wanted charisma for that.
Show Rob, no!
Rob has no inspiration.
All right, Rob.
No rerolls on the
rerolls?
post note.
I have no
post-it notes.
rerolls.
Oh,
Rob
boy.
Oaks, as the command takes hold, and you say, "What am I gonna pillage?" And you look around and you see all those coins on the floor.
Oh no. This is bad.
Yaz. Rob Oaks has that I want the gold glint in their eyes. Show shook it off. What are you doing?
I am going to swoosh over here behind my beholderkin,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna do like the like the thing where you like link under their arms to try and hold
Full
them.
Nelson.
Yeah, the full no.
So you're gonna try. You're gonna grapple. You're gonna try and grapple Rob Oaks and keep Rob Oaks from pillaging. Is what I think you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Could I see a strength athletics from you? And Rob, could I see a strength athletics from you?
Sure.
Setting the bar a little low there, but it's still possible.
That's not strength athletics.
Oh yeah,
that's a
no, sorry,
dexterity
that's a
save.
dexterity
Oh.
save. Strength athletics.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. See a higher number.
Give you a chance to roll higher.
Wait.
I just want to see what it is before I roll.
All right.
Oh. Oh.
Choose to fail. Just kidding.
All right. Rob Oaks cannot be restrained at the moment.
Oh man.
He's got the Bard's desire for gold. Yaz, any bonus action or movement? And then what's your
So
beholder
not
kin
like
up
Rob.
I'll. Sorry. Blanked out there for a
Yep.
second. Is it? Oh, it is. Okay, can't do that. Yaz is gonna tell the beholderkin to try and bite the back of Rob Oaks's thing to keep him in place. Not like he can't bite attack, but just to like try to hold him with his teeth.
So the beholder's going to try to grapple him.
Okay, yeah. So could I see what's a beholderkin's at strength like?
Surprisingly high.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's good because mine's surprisingly low.
All right. So
Okay.
let's see a d20, and then we'll add the beholderkin's strength to it.
Oh no!
Why? Rob Oaks, can we see that strength athletics
Do
again?
you have a bonus?
The bonus is +3.
All right,
Okay,
so it's
so
an 8.
No, it's already added. I rolled a 2.
Oh,
Yay!
woo! But coming in under the wire.
So weak ass. It's awesome.
So between Yaz and the Beholderkin, you have wrestled Rob Oaks down. You're going to be able to prevent him from pillaging on his turn. But that is going to bring us, I think, to Talus's turn. Talus is going to step out. Holler, get those doors closed, you idiots. And then Anrin, she is going to send a little nastiness your way. And she is going to lead off with a ray of frost at you, Anrin. 14?
Nope.
Nope. All right. And then she is going to summon into being a spiritual weapon just beside you and try and clonk you with that. Spiritual weapon. It looks like a beefy one. But a 10's probably going to miss.
Yep.
Spiritual weapon in play. It is an ice spear. Ray of Frost missed Chiquito and Critter Friends. What are you up to?
All right. Well, Critter Friends, 629 or 65, go. They're all gonna go ahead and rush forward. They are going to go after. They're rushing forward. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and attack this guy.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, here we go. I have so many windows open. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Let me close you. Let me close you. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. All right. All right, here we go. Fight.
A 12 will actually hit. 13 because pack tactics. 8 points of damage. Our
claw.
good friend is still alive and is no longer falling under the raptor attack. The door is now able to be pushed open the rest of the way.
Going here.
Okay. Our dragon friend is no pushover though. A 16 will not hit. A 19 will. That'll do 6 points of damage.
We're going here again.
Got it. From the top raptor.
Uh-oh.
9's gonna miss. 19,
19.
will hit, and that is 6 more points of damage. That is an upset little dragon.
That's good. Chiquito will. Crap. We'll look in,
Mm-hmm. So you
see what's
currently
going on.
you cannot from your angle see the dragon or the cultist because of the door, but you can't. Now you can. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I see everything now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Chiquito will. Hmm. I guess he is going to, because he really doesn't have much range or anything. He is going to step back here and just ready a cantrip action if something goes forward at that point.
Okay.
Not much more I could do.
If
Yeah.
enemy comes in range, bite them with your weird mouthy things.
Hey.
That that brings
I
up
mean, hey, what the hell is that supposed to mean? All right.
that brings up the librarian. She moves down to the next spot on the shelf, still shelving books that don't exist. Show.
Huh.
What you doing?
I'm moving.
Okay.
That's a move.
That is a move.
And then I'm going to rage, which
Okay.
which allows my instinctive pounce to move another 15 feet. I'm
Sounds
gonna go
good.
there.
Uh,
And I'm
yep.
gonna strike Gorge with lightning.
Got it. Give me one moment. Frulum does have a halberd. So that would take you out of Frulum's range if you do continue that motion. You care.
Nope.
Got it. She's just gonna take one sweep at you with the halberd. 14.
We'll
Misses
miss.
you. And then what you doing?
So first is the lightning on Gorge.
Gorge, dexterity saving throw. 21 jumps out of the way.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. Gorge no likey. Gorge takes a lot of damage. 10, 12 points of damage there.
Second attack
15 is going to hit.
for 18 more.
30
So
points
that's
of
30
damage.
total.
Gorge does not look like a healthy person anymore, but Gorge is still standing somehow.
That's it for me.
All right, Anrin, as the library is assaulted, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take a bonus action rage. I'm going to take a swing at this cultist to my right.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it with my longsword instead of the glaive.
Sounds good. 13's gonna hit. 10 points of damage dealt, plus 2 more for the rage.
Yes.
Yes, 12 points of damage. Well, that is a dead cultist. Wabomp.
Woohoo. Yay!
Yes. I'm very happy about that. And so I've done my action, bonus action, and movement. I have another attack still,
Yep,
even if it's not on the same person.
sure do.
I just really feel bad about attacking the dragons. I mean, I saw them being born. They were kind of cute. I'm going to hit it anyway.
They've grown up so fast.
They've grown up so fast. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and take the longsword again.
19 is going to hit, and that'll do the 11 points of damage there. The little dragon is still in its black scaled form, trying to choke in some more breath to build up another color and blast, but it's not looking super healthy. Anrin, anything else?
No, because if I move, I've got opportunity attacks galore. So no.
Sounds good. And with that, Frulum is going to head over in this direction. They are going to incant after measuring carefully 65 feet from Rob Oakes, taking one more step. Then they're gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
I can't do anything, right? Because I'm under the command.
You could actually, I believe, but she or he stepped out of range.
Oh, right.
So that is going to be a 15-foot greeny bubble going up. If you start in the green, you will be taking damage. It is also difficult terrain. And that is an action. As a bonus action, nothing going. And that is then going to bring us to the...
Casey?
Yep.
Did our dragony friend on has it been his turn?
It is
It's
about
his
to
turn
be his
right now.
turn right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay.
No problem. So could I see some daggery damage?
I think it's actually rolled because he hasn't taken any yet, right?
Oh, that's true. Where did that
so
daggery damage go?
Daggery damage is
12.
Yep.
Oh, that's an
Wow.
unfortunate number of daggery damage because that tears into
Actually,
little...
I see it as 9.
But
Sorry.
the higher level cast adds.
Oh, plus 3. Right, 12. Okay, yep, sorry.
That is it, and that will take apart the little black dragon.
Well, at least that
Rob
spell
Oakes.
was good for something.
That spell's real. Rob Oakes, unfortunately you are being held down by your friends, kept from getting into the piles of coin. And that will end your turn.
I don't get a save. I'm under command, or
You were under command this turn.
Okay.
So you try
Command is
real...
a 1-round thing,
Yeah.
so
1 round. Okay, all right, gotcha.
You try real hard, but fail to get in there. That's going to bring us back around to George. George is going to try it again. George is going to command Rob Oakes and the Beholder King in to pillage.
Don't you dare.
Beholderkin and Rob Oakes, could I see a wisdom saving throw? DC is an 11.
Come on.
As you are commanded to
Rob.
pillage once more.
Yes.
Oh, Rob
Yes.
passes it. Beholderkin passes it.
Nice.
George has wasted his turn.
Screw you, George.
Gorge.
Gorge.
George. I know.
Gorge of the temple.
Yeah. Yaz. What are you doing?
He's gonna, after he was kind of putting, like trying to like grab Rob Oakes, he sees like the little shimmer maybe come off of Beholder. He's gonna like whip his head around at Gorge, be like, "No, you didn't!" and shoot two Eldritch Blasts.
Yes, whips his frills back. Shoots
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast on.
The first 21 and 7 will do it. And that's actually I think a 10. You're missing your charisma again.
Is
Roll
it really?
20.
Yes.
Why do you do the things you do? I'm gonna fix that. Thank you for noticing.
Yes, please. So that is Gorge down on the first one. For the second one, who would you like to target?
Let's go with our old friend Froome down there.
Rulum. 19 will hit. 3 points of damage is struck.
Screw that guy.
Rulum,
that is
purposely
wise.
say
because
your
I
name
believe
wrong. Froome.
roll their Constitution check. 14 will pass. Yaz, anything for your Beholderkin?
Oh, right, I can do that. Yeah. So gonna let go of Rob. one of the eye stalks will kind of pat him on the shoulder, and then the other one's gonna look around towards Frulum and shoot a red.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird. I'm just.
Yeah, it's kind of weirding me out too. Let's see if I set this up right. That can't. Is that right?
That's
7 +7 to attack. I mean, if you get a +7,
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. Because let me double check. I think I did it right. It gets 2 attacks, range spell attack with your spell attack modifier.
Yeah, +7.
Mhm.
So yeah, that
Yep.
should be right. Okay.
24 is right.
Cool. I don't know. I was like surprised it was so like such a big number. Cool. I don't know how to make it do the damage, so I'll just manually roll it. So it'll be 1d8 plus. That can't be right either. Did I put this in wrong? Is that all
Ow.
that?
Die
No,
rate?
no,
It'd be a
that's
D8 plus 3.
a d8 plus 3. No, but I had like.
Plus the spell's
that's right.
level of psychic damage.
Right. It's saying here it's 3 and then plus.
What level did you cast Aberrant Spirit at?
4.
So then it would be +7 total. D8
It
plus
would be
7.
okay. Again, it just I was like surprised. It felt like such a big number. So yeah, I guess okay. 7. Roll.
11
11.
points to Frulum. And that is psychic damage?
Correcto.
That is not something that they handle well. Savey. Whoa.
Oh no!
What a shame.
Hang on,
Take it,
checking the post-it note. I have 1. Do I use it? Yes. Using my post-it note reroll.
I would expect no less.
Post-it note. 16. It passes. Unfortunately, I think you said it gets 2 attacks. Is that correct?
This is true.
Okay. Eep.
Irate 2.
Unfortunate.
That is a miss.
Dang it. You did good, Beholderkin. I'm proud for your first hit.
Excellent.
It
That is
blinks
going
and
to
changes.
bring us up to Talus. Talus is also going to do the I am really good at spatial math and check 65 feet. And then Talus is going to unleash an insect plague. This is a 20-foot radius spell. She's going to drop it in about there.
Jeez.
Oh.
So that's going to be everybody except for Show. Everybody except for Show. Would you be so kind as to make me a Constitution saving throw? Your DC is a thing.
It's a thing.
It is a thing. It is a 14. DC 14. Constitution saving
Ooh.
throws, please.
Seriously?
Here we go. Yes.
Dang it, Beholderkin.
Okay.
I
And
Can't do
auto
that
for
on- I
roster
can-
first.
have one whole reroll left.
And the damage, you will take the full or half if you passed. 19 or 9 if you passed. And that is piercing damage.
Oh. So do I get half damage because of?
You do. You are raging.
Okay.
It is piercing. That is a spell effect that will stay up. I will get something sitting there in the background. Go ahead.
So I'm sorry. How much damage did we take?
19 or 9.
19 or 9. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
You got it. And I will get a thing up for that in just a moment. That was the action. No bonus action of note. Chiquito, what are you doing?
Well, at least Parappa the Raptor survived. Let's see. Well, actually, I need to give you another con because I actually took damage.
Ooh, yes, please.
That's fine. Okay. Oh wait, no, that was the Velociraptor. All right. One more con.
Well, good thing he didn't lose his concentration.
Oh, Parappa the Raptor.
Whoa.
What is that?
Yeah, why are there centipedes in the other room?
Why are there centipedes in the other room? Because there's a 40-foot circle of crazy centipedes.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, gross.
That's a
is-
huge amount of centipedes.
That is a huge amount of centipedes.
That
S-
is disgusting.
We need the hunger of Hadar.
That is what's happening right now. But that is a horrible thing. It is super more in the way than I thought it was going to be. So we're just gonna we're gonna find something else to do with that.
Thank you.
But Chiquito,
I like the idea.
yeah, the idea was okay. The
I really
execution
like
was
your
poor.
energy. Centipedes? You said centipedes?
Centipedes is the color of your energy.
Not those kind of centipedes. So
No.
All right.
something like that.
My
Okay.
computer
And
is
there's
back.
just centipedes all over the place.
It is a swarm of insects.
And they're they're
They
look
are
like they're
biting and
hungry
gnawing and annoying and horrible. The area is lightly obscured. It is difficult movement, and if you stay in there for too long and, perhaps end your turn, they are going to chew on you.
Well, that's not good. Well, in that case, Chiquito's gonna go ahead and move up a bit. That's difficult terrain, so 10, 20, or 10, 20. What is my movement speed?
What is your
Alright.
movement speed?
30. Alright. 10, 20, 30, or I go 10. Is that right there? Is that where you got it right there? I
Don't go
couldn't
there.
go like that.
What was that?
Oh man.
Little stretch there.
Is that's hitting both of those squares still, huh?
I would say if not for the insects, then you'd be walking into the blades.
Yeah. All right.
Where did she actually cast it? So she cast it so that it would reach you all. So it would reach. She did not want to hit the ghost. So it is covering
you
those
get here?
squares. Get 5
Yeah, I could get there, I guess.
right there.
You could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Standing next to the little ghostly librarian.
I'm brushing centipedes off of your back and stucking some in your pocket.
Yeah.
But
Just
they're
nice.
fake centipedes.
They are fake centipedes. They're actually, as I look at the spell, the majority of them are locusts. So
Wow.
it is a-
17-year
locust.
cicadas.
they could be cicadas.
Have you had locusts before? As
Chiquita.
Chiquito.
Cicada
No,
are
not
just
yet, nope.
gross. Locusts will get all up on you and chew
Yeah.
on stuff. Ugh.
Now, Chiquito, as you emerge from this, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something.
You're gonna do something.
Yeah. Oh. Well. First off, I'm gonna say. Well, this is still in effect. The Spirit Guardians.
There's Spirit Guardians in effect.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of go in and reach into my. I'm gonna go in and reach into my vest. Reach in there and pull out 10 centipedes. Go ahead and throw them in the air, and we're gonna cast some giant insect on them. Here we go.
Aha.
Yeah, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Would you bring up that
You
spell
like to
again
play
for
with
me?
insects, huh? Let's get a little creepy crawly then.
Yeah, let's see some creepy crawlies. If you would be so kind as to pull up that spell, I feel like I'm just seeing more things appear on my screen here.
I like to imagine as he's like throwing them out up into the air that he's making like the pew 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 like.
Yeah, I'm going.
Pew, pew, pew.
I'm doing it as I'm doing it. I'm shooting them, making them giant.
Obeys your verbal commands in combat. They act in your turn. Yep. So 10 giant centipedes join the fray.
Yep.
Did I give you a giant
Yeah.
centipede icon there?
I'm sure you did.
I feel
Give me
like
a sec.
I feel like we might have that somewhere in the menagerie. There's
Wait a
giant
minute.
octopus. There's
Use a troll instead. That'd be okay.
Just kidding.
Giant centipede. There we go. There's
An ogre? I see ogre.
all right.
I
So,
remember that.
Let's see.
what are these giant centipedes doing, by the way?
They are going to half swarm here, half swarm here.
Okay. So as they start swarming forward, they're going to swarm their way into the spirit guardians.
Yeah. Now, do they? Is it they start their turn in it, or is it that as soon as they go
Since
inside?
they will be entering it, that does count. So they will possibly be popping like popcorn.
Oh, that's
Let's
not good.
let's find out, shall we? So the Spirit Guardians is a 3rd level spell and does a blork load of damage. I believe each of these giant scorpions has something like 4 hit points. So basically, you're just like shoof, and they're like boom, 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 boom. Lurk.
That makes me sad.
Makes me sad too.
It was like a waste of a damn spell. Son of a bitch. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but I guess that's what happened. Oh well. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's okay.
Wow, that was fun.
It was cool looking at least.
Was
yeah,
dramatic.
no, it wasn't. It sucked. All right.
It was like a centipede blender there for a second. I mean, and I've got giant ones all over me right now.
Yeah, you got.
I have parts of them all over me.
Yeah, but it looks like
Sprayed
confetti on
everywhere.
glitter on you. It's just amazing.
Feels like
Anrin
flesh.
is gagging a little bit at this, both the smell of the centipedes and the glitter.
There's a lot of bugs going around right now.
It's a lot of it's mana. So this could bring up our ghost. Our ghost turns over to look at you and like, shh, keep the library tidy. Show, what are you
Chiquito's
up
to
to?
move. Chiquito's
Well,
gonna
go
move
ahead.
there
first I'm
by the
making
end
a
of his turn.
wisdom saving throw.
You sure are making a wisdom saving throw. And your wisdom saving throw is going up. That is a 10. She is at a 14, so there's going to be a little bit of damage coming at you. She is doing that. 11 points of damage. It is necrotic. And then show what you're doing.
Then I'm stepping down here. I'm gonna call lightning on Frulum.
Sure doesn't like that.
Ooh. Please say Spirit Guardians' Constitution.
Ooh, super bad. Is going to take the 5 points of damage. Is going to try and hold on to the Spirit Guardians. Passes that by 1.
I'm going to attack Frulum
Sure
recklessly.
That certainly hits. That is 2, 9, 13 points of damage. Get my con save off real quick. Fails it.
Nice.
Spirit Guardians falls. And I think you even have
Yes.
another attack lined up.
And then I'm going to turn around and smack, what's her name?
Certainly may.
Also,
what is her
I mean,
name?
this is recklessly. Talus
Talus. Yep.
Dallas, yep.
23 is going to hit.
for 12.
12 points of damage. Talus is going to try and hold on to her spell effect. That is Talus. Con. Saving. Throw. Fails it. The locusts go
Big
away.
turn.
Big
That
Nice.
was a big turn.
I'll
Yeah.
take it.
And with that, Anrin, what do we got?
I'm going to quietly as I still can, walk around 15, 20. That first step was 10, right?
Yes.
Oh, because it was gone.
No, that spell's gone.
That is
It's
gone.
gone,
That is
yeah.
gone. Working on getting rid of the icon, but it's fighting with me.
5, 30, 35, 40. And from here, I should be able to go ahead and switch to my glaive. And smack Furlum.
You got it. Let's see if Furlum smack. Oh, 19's going to hit. 10 points of damage. Furlum can handle 10, though. Still standing.
Smack him again.
16 is the magic number. Hits Furlum. 5 is enough. Furlum falls. Albert clanking to the ground. Anrin, what you doing?
I'll look back at the librarian and see if she does anything. They're scary. They really scare me. Have childhood memories of just badness with the librarian.
Got it.
And so at that point, I have just about gone as far as I can go. How's Show?
Okay.
She's fine. Hi, Show.
Sounds good. That's going to give us to Rob Oakes. Rob Oakes, what are you doing?
Couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
First, just I want to at will dismiss the daggers.
At will dismiss the daggers, no problem.
Okay. Who brought the centipedes into our life that Yaz and our tentacly friend we're sitting in?
You're not sitting in,
Okay.
Talus.
not sitting
Yes. So Talus did summon the insect plague.
but I have knocked that out of her.
Yes. And I am just having
Okay. So
difficulty with the drawing.
I actually can see just fine.
Yep, you can see just fine.
Okay.
No difficult terrain, no damage.
How big and bad does Talus look? Does she look like she's in okay shape?
Talus looks okay. He has not taken significant quantities of damage.
I think I only hit her once so far.
How tall's the ceiling in here?
Ceiling in here is a good 15 feet high.
Okay. Anrin, have you ever wanted to be something really big?
I speak giant.
Might be fun.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I can do one more level than what I have with polymorph, right? Like you can go up to CR.
The CRs depends on the person who you are enchanting. So the CR will be equal to Anrin's level.
Right. So we're level 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
CR7 beast. Sorry, I should have had this ready.
It's all right.
I'm enjoying the process.
I'm like waiting.
I think you're either giant monkey or possibly Tyrannosaurus territory. I don't.
Yeah,
I would love to be giant monkey. That would
okay,
be
let's do giant
so
monkey
much
because
fun.
I don't really want to do Tyrannosaurus Rex.
So T-Rex is 8, so giant monkey's probably 7.
Yep. So let's do giant monkey for Anrin.
Do I have a tail?
Hang on. Let me check. I forget if it's.
I think you're more
giant
gorilla-esque.
ape.
I think you're
Donkey Kong.
I believe the monster is technically called giant ape.
Giant ape. So
I believe it's very gorilla-y.
But you know what? It's a fantasy world. If Dragonborn can have tails sometimes, giant apes can have tails sometimes.
There you go. And then I will also, as a bonus action, inspire Anrin by singing George of the Jungle. But I'm not going to do that now.
Beating my chest.
All right. So there you go. That's Rob's go.
All right, Anrin, if you look at the character sheets, you should see a giant ape character sheet that you'll have available to you when your turn comes around. In the meanwhile, Yaz, giant monkey butt in your way now, but you can sort of see around it. What you doing?
Sweet. Man, I'm so glad that Swarm was away because I was going to ask some complex questions.
I was too, actually. So that was.
Can I piggyback on the back of a hovering beholder?
I was going to ask, can you thunder wave a swarm?
Nice.
Anyway.
Yaz will scoot to the side a wee bit more to try and get a decent shot there, and is going to give
Oh.
a blip blip.
Okay.
Roll.
Blip.
Are those
Wait.
bookshelves actually moving?
No, they're not actually moving. That's me trying to get rid of
Okay.
the stupid circle. It's just fighting with me.
Okay.
15. Sorry about that. 15 and a 11 will both miss.
Dang.
No clear shot.
I tried my blips. In that case, I forget. I think I was here.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15. So, whoops, wrong button. 25.
What I like about Yaz is he always tries his best.
I always do. I do try my
That's right.
best.
Oh.
Beholderkin is going to. Whoa. The
That-
room is
Yeah,
shifting.
the room is shifting. Don't ignore the shifting room. DM is having special issues time.
Beholderkin's going to float.
Just
Like
gonna
a
do that.
bumblebee.
Ape is looking
5,
for
10, 15,
ectoplasm.
20, 25, 30. Put them here.
Yep.
And he's going to do 2 eye rays. Blip.
2 eye rays. Oh, that's a hit.
And blip.
That's a hit. Let's see some damage
Cool.
from the eye rays.
Sure. Let me see. Did it save my? Yes. Thank you, advanced die roller. Roll. Ooh. And roll.
Nice. 26
Nice
points
damage.
of damage, and that is psychic, I believe you told me.
Correct.
That is a healthy chunk of damage. She is still standing, and
You have a headache, and that's it.
she do indeed have a headache. She will try and return some damage. First thing that she is going to do is float her spiritual weapon over to Rob Oakes and try and give Rob a clonk on the head.
Everybody hates the
that
Rob. Everybody
Now-
hates
spiritual
Rob.
weapon.
I have a question for that. The
Oh,
spiritual weapon.
oh boy.
Spiritual weapon is an attack roll against a target other than me. She's within 5 feet of me. Do I get to hit her?
Oh man, I hate questions like that.
Ooh. Happy.
I am
I don't.
going to say no for that one. Just because that
'Cause
seems like a weird kind of effect.
That's the text of Sentinel says if it make an attack against a target other than me,
It's so technically she's not.
she's making a spell attack roll against a target other than me.
I mean, can I?
I will
weigh
go
in?
with your ruling, but
Yeah,
I agree with Casey on this one. It just blinked into existence and banged me. I don't know how you would know. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna
because her focus shifts to you. That's so.
I suppose.
I will say no for that one because that seems
Dusty
weird.
just
But I
asked
will.
if I should be jealous because something banged me.
Oh,
Ooh.
but we can review that one later. But for right now, we will say no to that one.
I mean,
and
not
we'll
that I
give a
want to
little
get
clonk
hit,
here.
but you know.
So maybe you won't though. Rob Oakes, spiritual weapon swinging at you. A 19
Definitely hits.
is going to clonk you for 7 points of forceful damage. Can I see a con save on that ape that you've got up and running?
Yes, sir.
Ape,
Does a 12 do it?
the ape stays. You just got to have a 10 for your
Okay.
con check.
Oh, yeah,
And boy, I wish I had more to do here, but we're just going to go ahead and drop an ice storm right on top of Show and the ape. Show and the ape. That is not a great ice storm. Let's see some DC 14 dexterity saving throws. Show's got it, and we'll take halfsies.
Oh no.
Seriously?
The ape,
Yeah,
I mean,
you're a giant ape. You got a bucket of hit points.
yeah, the ape's got a bucket of hit points. I don't feel bad about the ape right now. But Chiquito, what are you doing?
So is that ice storm a lasting effect? Is it kind of swirling around?
It has coated the ground, but it is now gone. It is just a flash in the pan effect.
Okay. Chiquito's gonna step forward and sprint.
Oh,
And as he sprints,
man, you are graceful, Chiquito.
yep, he's going to turn into a giant constrictor snake.
Okay,
We have a giant menagerie going on.
We're gonna move you up
And
here
take a
just
little
There you go.
Sanity's sake there. Okay.
Yep, there you go in
Chiquito
there.
out of the way.
You're gonna go in and we're gonna do a little anaconda squeeze.
Your anaconda don't want none.
All right.
Casey,
Unless it
what was
dies,
Casey?
huh?
What was the damage on the ice storm?
Ice Storm was 3
Because I'm
bludgeoning.
still gonna take half.
Yeah, 3 bludgeoning, 17 cold.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna take all of 17.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to land. That is going to do 12 points of damage. That is going to wrap up Talus.
Yep,
And
yep.
is restrained.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Chiquito,
Oh, I'm not.
as the librarian sort of peeks out around and shushes you all,
Yep. Sure.
show what you do.
Chiquito's tongue goes like that and goes, shh.
I'm gonna strike her with lightning.
Okay. Strike Dex save.
And she's restrained.
12. She's gonna take that.
And then I'm gonna hit her.
16 is not gonna hit her.
No, I'm gonna miss her twice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use 2 rerolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
21's gonna do it. Let's see a little damage there.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
that does
Force a
17.
thing. Hang on here. She is still there.
And then the second one,
24.
24. Go ahead. Hang on.
15.
That is enough. With that, Talus goes
Thank
limp
God.
in the coils of the serpent. The room
I'm
goes...
gonna, as we drop out of rounds,
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn around and bash Frulam's skull in.
It's already bashed.
He's unconscious. We've seen these sons of bitches come back.
That is fair.
Yep.
I was
Uh,
actually going to try to ask him some questions if we could, but that's okay.
Well, as you could call out as I turn to do the same to Talus.
No. Nope. I'm down with the rage.
All right. We might lose some environmental effects here for a second. Let's see what's going on here.
The librarian is going to lose it.
Don't worry. I'm gonna clean up right now. We'll be okay.
Take care of that little mess that you've got going on there. Let's bring this back. Map. Good. Yay. Okay. Stupid. Annoying. So with that, things go a bit quiet. Party. What do you do?
Chiquito's gonna kind of signal with his tail to the rest of the party. Kind of try to kind of pick up both of the bodies a bit, even the their heads are caved in. Kind of
Mhm.
look and see, kind of point, see if anyone wants anything off of
I think we
body.
should loot. As they come out of my rage, we should try to loot them.
Let's check also for what we're looking for. I think a white dragon mask like that black one I had for a little while.
I don't
Also-
think they have it, but I think they are here for it.
Also, I was hoping to walk up to the ghost,
Okay.
Did
and
you go walking with the ghost?
I will say, I'm in love with your ghost. I'm going to say in common,
get
then
a charisma
draconic,
check as you
then
try to seduce
goblin,
her?
etc. Yeah, no. But I am going to say hello in 4 different languages.
Sure.
And like, can I help you in any way?
So as you, and I'm just gonna move some things out of the way here. As you greet her, she turns to look at you and she gives you kind of a look over. And I have an important question, Rob. There were some things acquired. Among those things, silken robes and some books. Are you carrying any of those books with you?
I think I was, wasn't I?
Do you remember which of the books you might be carrying?
No,
Okay.
I don't at all.
Does anybody else remember having claimed books other than Rob Oakes? Okay.
Me.
And
Yeah, Anrin did. Yeah.
yeah, Anrin, which books did you claim?
The one that comes to mind is something about transdimensional travel or something like that.
Yes. Okay. So as the bookkeeper looks towards you, she says, "Well, actually, yes, I've been putting away these books for it seems like forever, but the shelves are never quite complete. I'm missing a book," and she mentions the one that Anrin has taken hold of.
I'm
Isn't it all
mourning the
uncommon?
loss.
And it is in common. It's an older dialect, but in common.
I'm going to assume that I heard and understood that.
Sure.
I'm definitely wanting to talk to Chiquito before we leave because I'm suddenly mourning the loss of that very lovely, gigantic body.
I mean, you can have that gigantic body for a while if you wish, but
You can't talk in it though, because you take on the intelligence. I think.
that is true.
Your
Yes.
intelligence
Yeah.
is 4 for now.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind being back for this particular instance since I'm already back, but I want to do it again. So
I can do it twice a day,
that's
So-
amazing.
but I'm
Twice a
done for
day.
now. Done for now.
Well, I guess you have to replenish yourself. Is this the book that you were talking about?
Oh, and she takes it from you, and it just falls to the floor.
Oh,
And she
would
just
you like?
she reaches down. She's like, paw. She like can't.
Where do you want
get
it
the-
to go? Let me get that for you, lady.
Oh, it just goes right, and she gestures to a spot on the shelf. It looks arbitrary. It's just, one more blank spot in a blank row on
I
the
look
shelf.
over at Anrin to make sure she's all right with it because it's her book.
Yeah.
All right, so I place it up
Sure.
where she points.
You slide it in, and she goes, "Oh!" and she claps her hands, and poof, gone.
Well, I feel like we did a service there because, when spirits are stuck here trying to get something done and can't get it done, I feel like that's really sad. So, I mean, I'm glad we were able to help her out, but I'm not sure. I want to look around. Has anything changed?
Nothing's changed. Everything looks pretty much the same, except there's a book on there's one book on the bookshelf. There's a little bit of damage and ice melting from the combat that you've had. A couple of squish bodies around that weren't there before, and countless bits of centipedes and locusts.
I'd like to look for secret, like, drawers, secret cabinets, secret compartments on these shelves that were.
Sure.
I'm not sure that's going to do anything, but I'll just do it.
Give me a quick investigation as you start doing that, and show.
Well,
uh,
man, I just caught a glimpse of my ass in the mirror, and that is Faerun's ass right there.
That is
That.
that is exactly what that is.
Uh,
Show on your part of things, checking out what Talus and the others are carrying. Talus has a fairly fancy set of scale mail on. Some experimental testing with a hammer indicates it's probably magic, and the fact that if you put your finger in, the glove, it resizes to you. +1 scale mail. Also, a very fancy wand that she was using to throw all sorts of ice magic around at folk. Furlum, a little lesser equipped, just seems to have the purple robes, of course, as well as the halberd, which is a little fancy, but didn't look particularly special or magical.
Well, I will take the armor off of Talus, and you said there's a hammer also.
No, just testing it with a hammer.
Okay, gotcha. And then I will grab the wand and I will toss that over in the direction of Rob and Yaz. I wonder if you might find this interesting. And I will go ahead and take Frulum's halberd,
Sure.
strap it to my back.
It's a very nice halberd. It's got the purple effect to it, but no magic at the moment. Yaz, Rob, could I have an Arcana from you? If you're looking at that wand.
I sort of bop it over to Yaz. I'm like, this seems more up your alley. But if you want me to look at it, I'll look at it with you.
I wouldn't mind some help. I
I will give any Arcana aid to Yaz.
thank you. He's gonna like lean and whisper, and he's like, "I'm not well learned," and then give it a try. Oh,
Ooh.
I needed that.
Mm.
Still doesn't help, but I
So
needed
you're like it's an icicle, but it's not melting, and you're like lick. It's
Oh, you
not
knew what I was gonna do.
flavored. I knew what you. I feel
I-
the Yaz.
I probably should have done that. I have a +4 to Arcana.
Yeah, Chiquito just kind of peers at the as the snake kind of just looks over with his tongue and kind of just at you, and then kind of just peers back around the bookcase.
Yeah. So maybe if you spent an hour attuning with it, you might be able to figure out what it does, but you'd run the risk of it being a bad thing. So no
For
further
now,
hints than what you have at the moment.
Okay.
do you want to hold on to it, Yaz, for now? I mean, that's all right with me. I think
Sure.
shooting magic things, I mean, kind of both our side, but a little more your side.
Yeah.
I'm fine with sharing skills, and he's going
Yeah.
to like, he's gonna like look at the wand again, and then he's like, gonna give it just like another. Nope, can't figure it out, and then put it back.
Once I saw like people who took icicles and they put like cherry juice on it and then like blueberry juice on it. They called it a rocket, like a bomb pop.
Oh,
Does it taste like that? Like, does it have any good flavor to it, or is it just like ice?
take it back out. Damn, what does the icicle rod taste like?
Centipede guts.
little bit like centipede guts. A little bit like snake squoze in person. So there's a there's some a lot of protein you're getting out of it.
It's not sweet, but I think you'd like it. He's just gonna hold it out to him and not say anything.
No, I think that's different. I think that's very different than what I had in my youth. Yeah, but cool. I'm glad you like it. Yeah.
I need to
Okay.
remember that I have the insignia of the claws. That's a +1. I have to remember that.
Lock that one in there.
Yeah.
But so as the party, continues their kind of look around, Rob, you didn't discover anything super secretive, but on the papers that were scattered around, you do see notes that have been left behind that reinforce that Darius, the sage who operated this temple and then died and was buried within it, very interested in divination magic, had a divination pool of some sort, and what you picked up from the statue in the other room, that some form of gift or sacrifice was needed for the divinations.
Casey, roughly how long have we been going since we had a rest?
Not very long. You took a rest
We had
in
a-
the boulder
yeah.
room right over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are
A short rest
short rest.
or a long?
Short rest.
Short
All right.
rest.
Didn't we long rest up in
Long-
the bedroom?
Yeah, you long rested in the bedroom here, so it's been so hang on. Short rest here, long rest here. It's only been about an hour-ish since your
It's been
long
20
rest.
minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh, so we did have a long rest before we
We-
started?
Well,
We
you did,
we
No,
did,
not-
and then
not
we had a
most-
fight.
Not
No, we
most
fought our way
recently.
out.
Not
Yeah,
we
most
fought our way
recently.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I was just it's been a couple weeks in real time.
no problem. Yeah, you
Right.
so it was a long rest in the room where you fought the ghosts. You then
Yeah,
came
yeah.
out, fought the bearded devils. That's when Frulem basically paid off the bearded devils to fight you.
Yep.
Came down here, and that was the fight. So it's been, an hour-ish at this point since you woke up.
We need to. I mean, for one thing is great, and thanks, Hanron, thanks, Show for. I mean, Show for really ending Frulum. I mean, in a way, I'm not sure things wouldn't have gone worse for him if he'd found Sarah, but I don't give a shit.
Well, that door is not entirely closed because he did send people to find her, and they are probably still looking. But
Yeah,
at
well.
least he's gone.
I sort of feel bad for the people who go knocking on that door. In my
Keto,
head,
if
she's a 4th level bard in my head, but
If everyone's done with the bodies, Chiquito's gonna come over, just kind of sniff it, and just bite it and
You got it. Once the bodies are stripped of valuables, they are constrictor
we are
swallowed.
so weird.
Won't that give you
Chiquito thinks-
indigestion?
Chiquito thinks this is gonna be some good berries in a bit.
What makes you say that as Yaz is hugging a beholderkin and maybe his teeth sparkle with like necrotic energy?
Really, nothing at all. It's nothing.
Pet the beholder.
Very
So,
normal.
it occurs to me that they were here seeking someone who came before them, who has this mask. So, and they believe it is somewhere inside. There is one way we have not gone yet. That is a door from where the bearded devils were.
Yeah, there's a couple to the northeast that we haven't looked at.
Yeah, that's true. There was one that is marked safe, and there is a double door that we were not able to open.
Right.
Then we have to take the dangerous door.
So you've got.
Do
this-
the
Good.
do Frulum and Talus and the cultists have water on them?
They have a water on them. Yes.
I will make sure that we take their water skins
Sure. Absolutely.
because we are losing water readily.
There you go. Hop.
Good thinking.
Well, I did take all
Although-
their stuff off of them.
Yes. So
But-
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So how does that
It's
affect
gonna be like
Chiquito?
point with the tongue.
So Chiquito's equipment disappears into his body as he does this. So as he comes back out, he just has an extra dimensionally full feeling. Is I guess the only.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's good. That's how I feel my good berries.
Well,
You see,
I'm wondering,
that's how it works. That's how it works.
oh,
magic.
okay.
Have to
That-
digest somehow.
The magic of digestion.
But you have no. Never mind. Never mind.
You want
But-
to see? I could open myself up. It's no biggie.
I can't talk right now, but I think you have something that we can
When
communicate
he
with.
is when he is a creature, he does have a digestive tract.
I understand
Yep.
animals. I can translate.
Yeah,
I really want Yaz to be the narrator of one of those nature film strips that you had
Yes.
to watch in elementary school. The
Yes.
magic of the badger.
Here
Badgers
we
are
see the
really
badger
amazing
in its
creatures.
natural habitat. Man, look at him go. Look at him bury. Don't fuck with that badger. Wow.
I want to look at Chiquito's snake body and see if it looks like it's getting.
Oh, I can't say
dehydrated.
that. Oh, you can cut that down later, right?
Yeah.
Kids, they said fuck, and that's how the
Yes,
teacher
we'll
got
get that in
fired.
post.
so Aaron, as you look over the giant serpent, it does look like it's got kind of a dusty sheen to its scale, whereas normally they're a little bit, more humid and glistening. But it doesn't seem to be suffering for it yet. He's only been in giant snake form for a few minutes now, though. Well, a couple more than a few.
Okay.
And I mean, it's a big snake, so it's got a lot of water content to start off with. And as you were mentioning the badger just came over here and sat behind the monitor, so badger's directly behind the monitor. Yes, so as you were mentioning, 3 door sets left, one up here marked safe. This double door that you sort of peeked behind and realized sort of had trouble behind it, either a collapse or something. And then the room off of here has a door beyond where the bearded devils were hanging out.
I guess, do we start with the bearded devil room?
That
I-
is the
I
one I
think so.
suspect to go where we need to go.
Me too.
I think the marking of safe was not for others who come in, but for the cultists. And if they have marked it safe, then they've already been there, and that is not where the mask would be.
I agree.
I'm going to use my last potion of healing.
Okay.
Oh, how bad are you, Anron? You need a little help.
I am not feeling well at all, which is why
I
I
would
keep
not-
asking bad questions.
I would not disagree if we were to take a short rest before opening this door, though.
Oh, do
Sure, I'm always up for a short rest.
warlocks
Sure.
always are. Um,
So if is that the plan? Head into the bearded devil room, sit down at their gambling table, and take a short rest.
well, I like that idea, and I would also like to ritually cast Liam's tiny hut for that.
Okay.
Give us a little bit of help in case there's wandering schmucks
Sure.
around.
And
And
as you all start to do this thing, could I have from the party a fateful D12 and a 1?
Jam.
Maybe that rest won't happen as smoothly.
I'm
as
gonna
we
let her
thought.
ride. Here we go. Bam!
A
yes.
3.
Oh,
All right.
Hey, Casey, do you mind
Yeah.
lending me a hand? Oh no, wait, I found him.
Okay.
There you go. He disappeared, but now he's back.
Who's that? Your beholder
Yes.
friend?
No,
Oh yes.
yes.
And how long does beholder friend last, by the way?
I want to say an hour, but let me double check.
Okay. So he
Well,
will
that'll
feel
be
like
the long
usually-
rest.
I feel like usually it's an hour. Oh, that doesn't tell me anything. Hold up. That doesn't tell me anything either. Hold up.
On D&D Beyond, it is 1 hour.
It is 1 hour. Okay, I had a feeling. So yeah, he'll probably go poof after an hour.
Got it. So the party may go ahead and spend hit die and such things as they may have. And as you do that, Liam's tiny hut is enacted. I think Song of Rest from Rob Oakes.
Yep, I will definitely be doing Song of
So
Rest.
go ahead and do that. And let's also at the same time take our 2 to 5 minute break here. Grab drink refills and other such things. And I'm going to dig Badger out from behind my monitor because I'm not sure what he's doing back there. And we'll be right back.
Okay.
So, you know what?
So
we're entertaining on break, so I'm going to leave the stream go. So they can see you and
All
hear
right,
you.
everybody gets an extra 4
right.
on the Song of Rest if they use a hit die,
I sure did.
and I'm going to
Nice.
use
Yeah,
one
thanks
hit
a
die
lot there, Rob.
myself.
It's really kind of you, Rob, to do that. Really
know,
appreciate it.
Oh man, I rolled myself a 1.
Oh, I
that's
could give you some of mine. I'd give it to you.
That's all right.
well,
I'm all right. I'm all right, guys. I'm all right. I'm never. Look, I'm always weak to begin with. Don't worry about it.
26.
I'm liking Anarin as a giant ape.
I
45. I did too.
am thinking. I'm
I
gonna
want to
take.
talk to you about this.
I'm thinking though that my next couple levels are gonna be rogue
Oh yeah.
because I play him so much more like a rogue with like touches of bard, and once Rob
You
gets
have-
some sweet sneak
you have-
attacky good. I mean, I feel like
you're using you use a bow quite enough to.
I just feel like I think that's probably the way I ought to go. I've already gone as far as I think I need to go with College of Lore. I don't know.
I think that'd
I-
be cool.
I'm a little torn on it. Are you drinking a beer, Casey?
He's
You
Angry
are
Orchard.
muted.
He's
Oh,
having
he's
Angry
having a
Orchard.
cider.
A cider.
Cider.
I'm gonna
That's what I'm
find
talking about.
these.
Cider.
Yeah.
Are we playing cards?
You want it?
I mean, because they were playing some sort of game with souls. Are the souls still around? Are the soul coins still here?
No, the souls
That's
went
pretty
back
rough.
with them.
I don't
Darn.
know if Taquito would be
But-
playing with the souls. The cards are
Could
still
eat
there.
them and see what happened.
But I'm pretty sure like the beholderkin perks
good.
up at this and is like, "Oh, do you want to get into a soul deal? I'm sure I can talk to a buddy. I know a guy."
Yeah, I could just dream somebody up real quick for you. Let me take a nap.
Just a little nappy nap and invent myself a thing.
I've been getting into.
I have an important question. Yes. You've got an icicle. Are you attempting to attune to this icicle?
Do it.
Oh,
Sure.
I have such a feeling that it's cursed.
Me too,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, as you begin to attune to your icicle,
There
I
it
don't like
is.
the as you.
Yep.
congratulations. It is a good thing. It's a wand
Yay!
of winter.
The Wand of
Yay.
Winter.
Ooh, chilly.
come here.
I've Are you kidding me? The Wand of Winter.
What? Did I stutter?
Is that like the Cask of Ancient Winters?
Did I stutter?
Yeah, Shoto?
Let's see.
Oh,
this
that's really
one-
good.
Yeah. Looks and feels like an
Uh,
icicle. Must be attuned. 7
Got this-
charges, which are used to fuel the
Rare.
spells within.
Ooh, you've got choices too.
I do have choices.
Sleet Storm?
Fleet Storm?
Ice Storm?
Huh?
It looks so nice.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Oh, Maddie, also. Huh?
I really feel like you should give voice
I
acting a
brought it
try,
back out.
Isaac. I feel like you could do some great
Mhm.
cartoon voices.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
What?
Appreciate-
Sleep Storm? That's great. Wow.
You know, you're not the first one to tell me that.
Hey.
You tell me that all the time.
Zoinks!
You sound like
You
a
too,
cartoon
Pa.
character.
Jinky's the clue.
Every
Jinkies.
time I hear you
My
talk, I just
glasses.
start
My
laughing.
glasses. My
Mhm.
glasses.
I say that every time I can't find my glasses.
my glasses.
Oh my god, I say that
Jinkies.
every time.
My glasses. My glasses.
I feel like I started a folder for all the nonsense animals that you guys create, and then I
No.
forgot where I put that folder, and now I have to create another one.
It's okay.
I
Bye,
came-
Velociraptor.
Sorry to spring
I'll
a
never
polymorph
see
on you.
again.
It's
I-
fine.
I loved it.
And sorry
It's-
to spring a beholderkin on you, which reminds
beholder?
me for later. I need to have you maybe like off to the side pull up other stuff so that way they're just ready and I could futz
Yeah,
with them
it's
and
just-
make them.
Yeah, we'll
Slither and
get them-
Tracker. Slither and Tracker. They're aberrations and they're awesome. I love
Yeah,
them.
I can pick a slad
Slod.
Ooh.
something akin like a weaker
a gray
slad.
one.
Yeah, and then I can summon a
That's one.
star spawn. I think that's what they called it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then the beholderkin.
That's pretty.
I like Star
good.
Spawn a lot.
These all sound terrible.
Oh,
They sound
man.
great.
It's a
Especially when they're
warlock.
on
Star Spawn's in Morden Canaans, I believe.
So
It's
yes,
like it's adjusted one. If you look at like aberrant spirit, it's in Tasha's, I think.
yeah,
Okay.
please. So we will definitely get you a token for each of those, so you can
Yeah,
bust those
that-
out when you're ready.
That's later though. I thought of it like as we were preparing. I'm like, you know what? If we're preparing, he would probably do this, and I never thought to ask to do this.
Oh, it's
Casey's
fine.
gonna hate me for a short
Okay.
minute.
It's
He doesn't hate you. He doesn't. He loves it when you bring out things.
I
He
do.
He
I'm
gets
like-
so much joy.
I'm like, oh, this
I've
is
learned.
awesome.
He doesn't mind.
Giant.
He doesn't get mad.
just
He
giant
doesn't mad with
centipedes
10.
like popcorn.
He doesn't. He doesn't get mad and only put up one token out and immediately kill everything.
I was just checking. I was like, so you sure you're doing this? And you're like, yep. And I'm like, okay, it's like a bug zapper.
I think more if honestly, I would have probably thrown one and been like, oh, and then thrown the rest like around it.
No, that's not what you said. You said I pull out my handful and I like shoof them in the air, and then you make them
do.
grow
And you pick
like
them up
Rita
and you
Repulsa
just like-
as they're like flying out there. So you're like,
That's
make
so
my
sad.
monsters grow.
That's sad. Yeah.
This just feels like a
That is
Kevin
a total-
Smith movie. Like, just threw him into a fan, you know? Like,
Oh,
the horror!
So during the short rest,
Didn't go well at all, Chiquito.
during the short rest, am I able to determine that Frulim's halberd is mundane?
Yes, mundane halberd. You can get that
Okay.
confirmed at some point by a detect magic if you like. It is of good enough make that it could be used as a base for a magical item, but it has not been enchanted.
Okay.
Frulim was trying to move up in the world, but didn't have the patronage of a white dragon like certain individuals did. But
They no longer have that patronage, so.
I mean,
Well, they don't have much of anything. They got their
Yeah,
heads bashed in.
kind of a bad day for everybody.
And they're currently digesting.
We're doing okay.
I'm
I'm feeling good. Ooh, indigestion. Is that what this feels like?
Not sure
I'm
at
having
all.
odd dreams.
Speaking of which, can I have a good barrier too as a
You
reserve?
actually, well, you gotta save that up for next week.
Oh,
Or
okay.
tomorrow. You still got the good berries from the other thing we killed the other day. I mean,
okay.
it's fine. It's fine. It's good.
No, I'm kidding. I get no. I don't want. No,
Well, I
I'm,
mean, to be fair, I never use all my spells. So, like I said, it's always every
yeah, you do it every
long
time.
rest.
Yeah,
You guys at
give
least
us
have
all
10.
like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, everyone has 10.
Sound good. And that's going to bring us back around to. So yes, you are sitting around the table. You have your bubble. Your bubble
Be
eventually
shy.
pops, and then you've got a door in front of you. The door is fairly ornately carven. This is the direction that you would assume someone who was petitioning the wizard would likely go after leaving their offering. So it's got sort of that grand entryway feel to it. It would open in towards you, swinging all the way back against the up wall.
Okay.
Which is east, west.
East.
Is it being opened?
Unless anyone has other ideas, I'm going to open it.
Yep. Well, we're good. I think that's okay, show.
We're here.
I'm going to open it.
It reveals a fantastically exciting short hallway that goes slightly north and then bends around to the west, and another door. This one looks almost as fancy as the previous one. Indicates that the room beyond likely has the divination pool in it, based on the carvings of a wizard standing, arms outstretched, a pool in front of them, and petitioners on either side. This one would open away from you and
All right.
to the right.
Hey, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have not run into any locked doors or trap doors. Just saying. So
I mean, wasn't the
So we
ball
should
of
barrel ahead.
skeletons technically a trap?
I guess my
But not
feeling
on that door.
is the bearded dragons were, or bearded demons or whatever they were, devils, were in league with Frulam, right? Like they made a deal with them.
Well, he paid them.
Right. So would he have not gone this way already? Easily?
So
I
from
don't
what
know.
He paid them to kill
recall,
us.
from what you recall, those bearded devils probably weren't employed by Frulam. They were most likely employed by whoever Frulam was hunting,
Mm-hmm.
which
right.
was the dwarf Verum, the actual white dragon worm speaker.
All right. Well, let's just. All right. I'm just saying, like, I have a hard time thinking they didn't go this way and then ran into something super shitty. So everybody, be cool.
It is always possible.
Yeah.
And he's gonna take out the one. Be frosty.
Yes. Yes. You be like a Wendy's
We are
tasty
so
dessert
weird.
treat.
Who's Wendy?
Oh, she's the greatest wizard of all. She makes hunger go away. All right. And Wendy's can feel free to sponsor 20 sides to every store.
Absolutely. We have some great causes going.
We'll run your RPG. We'll
I'll
Yeah.
do a one shot of that.
Yeah,
for
Frosty,
sure.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I looked at that. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
Baconators are great.
They are.
Mhm.
They actually are really good. Not good for me, but
They
they're
could
really
be a
good.
conjured creature.
They
I'm
could. They
going
got
to
the
open
name
this
bacon
for
door
it.
too, unless someone tells me not to.
All right, show.
Yep.
opens
Yeah.
the
Go
door.
away. Yeah.
Oof. Beyond reveals a fairly large room with a pool at the far side of it. The pool is empty and dry. This long galley holds a pool at the western end. The double doors to the south, which would be to your left, have no markings on them. They look like they would be possibly what connects to the room where you detected the bent outdoors. There are broken arrows and bloodstain, as well as a dead body across the far end of the chamber. there is a symbol carved in the stone floor filled with the blood of the person who died. That blood, however, has dried up and is all sort of black and cracked and flaky. Even just the wind that you caused opening it has caused that to shift around far side. On the southern wall, right up about here, is a small opening, probably less than a foot wide. You can only really see it because it's a disturbance in the otherwise plain wall.
You smart people should look at this symbol.
Rob.
Well, that's a dicey thing, but all right. I mean, I know a couple things. What am I looking at?
If you want to help, I can.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little assistance.
Sure.
Or
All
how
right. What
about
am I?
maybe a religion-y kind of check?
All right.
Ooh. Perhaps you're actually quite familiar with this. Maybe your experience with the Kobold clans. This is a religious figure, but not of draconic origin. This is Serpentine. It is the Wanti god Mershalk.
Oh man, like I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Rob knows about the UNT and yeah, all right. So this is a little different. This is the serpent god of the UNT, and I would be surprised if this is completely abandoned by them. I mean, just making a guess here. They don't tend to leave.
Had we
At least
heard stories of the UNT in this area?
In
So-
the swamps, right?
So back in the swamps, you had a delegation come visit you. That was the Wanti choir. But
right.
here in the Serpent Hills, you have indeed heard that Wanti are in the area. And in fact, I believe the halfling at the boarding house or the tent where you stopped
Yep,
talked about a dwarf punching out one of the serpent folk.
he did.
They don't identify them as Wanti. They just talk about them as them serpent folk. But 1 + 1 = snake.
It is the best math I know.
Actually, I guess it's 1 + 1 = a pair of snakes.
Yeah, it's true.
Or just one snake in both of its eyes. But this is not what we're here for. Is there more we want to do here?
Well,
We need to find the mask. So I guess I guess I bring it up more like
We should be prepared for a snake.
in my back in my knowledge, and I'm gonna go ahead and just throw this out in case you tell me if Rob wouldn't know it, but just what I've heard about the UNT is they're fairly magical, and everybody should just be on guard for.
where is
I
all the
guess.
water gone?
Well,
It is very
There is
dry in here.
something here that is drying everything out.
Could it be the Wanti drying everything out?
Rob doesn't know. At least I don't know that I know.
So give me a quick. Somebody give me a nature about the Wanti, just as a general nature check about them. And then go ahead and whoa, Rob's all over it for the Wanti. So the serpent folk definitely prefer wetter environments.
Okay.
They are of Chult and of the swamps, that sort of thing. A Wanti intentionally living in a dry area is pretty unlikely.
Okay.
As far as what's drying this area out, something is. You've got
Something.
that. Looking at the pool there, I mean, that's obviously some form of scrying pool. It should be filled with some form of liquid, and it is bone dry. Beyond that, I don't think you have really a connection point yet.
I have a
So-
suspicion that were we to shed blood on this symbol, we might have gained some effect from it. My guess is that poor cultist over there was used to do that. Much in the way that Frulam used the one in the other room to pay off the devils.
Yeah.
And Chill, can
He's-
you give me a quick Arcana as you're putting that together? You're definitely on the right track just from general knowledge, but I'll see if you can add a little bit more.
Whoa!
So Show bringing the Arcana around. Everybody's showing unexpected skill here. Not only that, but you put together that gap in the wall. Since this basin should be filled with a liquid, that's probably some form of sluice to bring a liquid here, because it would take many, many people to fill that basin with blood. So odds are something should be coming from that sluice directed into the pool. The blood, possibly an add-on effect.
Should we check it out a little
I
further?
have a suspicion that were we to fill the symbol with blood, perhaps it would trigger it to fill. I don't know that that's true, but it makes sense to me.
How
But what
much
about
blood
the
do we need?
Loose.
I don't want to give it any.
I'm just wondering. The sluice is coming in from the side of the wall. Casey, is that what
Yeah.
you
So
said?
there's a sluice right here. Right here.
Okay.
And
Okay.
basically, from where it is in the wall to where the basin is, you're like, if water was coming down here, or a liquid was coming down here at a good clip, it would fall just naturally right in and kind of fill the basin. So that's very likely what this is for.
I want to look at that closer. I want to go up there and look in the sluice and see
Sure.
if I see anything blocking it up.
You got it. So give me a quick, give me a perception on that one.
Ugh.
So, I mean, you're kind of
While
peer up. You don't have dark vision, so your eyes fail you
Yeah.
after just a little bit, and you're like, yeah, I can't see a thing.
while
Somebody
Rob's
with
doing that,
dark vision.
I want to
Somebody look
see.
up here.
While Rob's doing that, I want to see if there is any trace of a blood trail between that body and the symbol.
Sure. So the body is very close to the symbol, so the blood is probably spilled from that onto the symbol. So yes, you would say that likely this person who looks like they were wounded by arrows. But give me a quick medicine check. Let's do a little investigating there.
Now that's more what I expect.
That's a little more on par. Yeah. So like you're like, I wonder what happened to this person. And you just like lift them up, and they just sort of like start to crumble away. They've been sitting here for a while. The body's all dried out, and bits break off.
May I, as Rob asked for someone to look up who has dark vision, may I take a peek?
Sure.
Okay.
You go ahead and take a peek, and as you kind of peek up, you're like, that's super weird. It looks like I'm looking at an eyeball, and there's a big eyeball staring back at you.
Does it look Does it look glossy or like
From-
stone?
It looks glossy, and the eyelid blinks, and then it
Oh,
moves.
I'm
that's
out
a
of the
good
way.
indicator.
Oh boy.
So, question: is Show like standing
Huh?
basically near me to like mess with the body?
Yeah.
I definitely am standing right next to you.
Yeah.
By the way.
I'm gonna put my claws on both of you and try to pull and try to guide you away, just like.
Yeah. I'm wondering if this thing cries. Like, wait? I don't see it. Do you tell us that you see an eyeball?
So, and the eyeball is a good 20 feet, maybe 25 feet away from you. So it's a good sized tunnel, and when
And it
the
moved
tunnel
away,
ends,
so
like 20, there's an eyeball there,
How,
and
how
the
big of
eyeball
an
moved
eyeball?
away,
and the eyeball moved away.
so it's likely on the creature.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Something
Look
that moves.
again.
And if
You-
it's that big, maybe
Maybe
we need
it's
to
a
move
mirror.
away. But I'm wondering if it's the tears of whatever it does comes down this sluice and goes into the.
Hopefully
Oh,
it's
that's
tears
kind of
and no other
that's a little
bodily fluid.
that's a little creepy. So I'll look
It's
at
super
Yaz for an
creepy, but
answer.
it sounds like something a bard would sing about. I mean, like that dragon cried so we all could live.
And maybe it's like a divination thing, because like the whole thing with divination, right, is that you see or like. I don't know.
Yeah, you look through the dragon's tears and you can see farther or whatever that thing is. But if it's a giant eyeball, I mean, other than your friend that you brought into our lives there briefly, the only giant eyeballs we've seen have been dragons. So
I'm gonna
Where
peek.
are
I
you?
would-
Are you-
You
I
said
would
giant eyeball. What
mention-
did giant eyeball look like? Was it all roundy or?
How would I describe
Slitty?
this eyeball?
How would you describe the eyeball? How about a nature check to get a good description of this eyeball?
Okay. Let me just figure out where my character sheet went and then hit the nature check button. That's not
check
too
button.
bad.
So as you're like, all right, let me calm down here. Let me think about this eyeball. You're like, all right, what kind of eyeball was it? So you're like, oh, it was pretty big, but it was kind of pressed up against and kind of filling the whole outline of the area. So really, you were just looking at like a eyeball like that. So it wasn't that much bigger than human. You know what it looked like? It looked a lot like those troll eyeballs that you were dealing with earlier. So you probably looked at a troll who was looking at you.
Well,
Question. Well, first show, ask your question because I need to look at things first.
I was just going to say that at least if it is the trolls, they already knew we were here, so we didn't tip anyone off.
Yeah, that's not so bad. All right, so there goes my tier thing because that doesn't
It
play
sounds really
well.
good though. It really is kind of creepy. Actually,
Well,
what is the song? Like you
I-
said, you get what?
I'm gonna work on it. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know, that's the kind of shit that could be a hit. You know, like when dragons cry.
So, way back when, it feels like several weeks ago, I casted Hex on a troll.
You did.
Would that Hex still be in effect?
Is your beholder a concentration spell?
You're right, so it broke. Never
So
mind.
it would have broken there.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Okay. Because I was like, can I feel it on the other side of the wall? I don't think Hex can do that, but I wanted to ask anyway. But it's broken anyway, so never mind.
We have choices here. We can figure out the eyeball, which is intriguing, and I don't want to dismiss it. But we also could check out these doors over here, and
It's possible
didn't-
that the eyeball is on the other side of the door marked safe.
yeah, I sort of want to. I get this feeling like there's a trap somewhere because this has been like sort of a walk into empty rooms, and we didn't get a safe mark on this one yet.
Yep.
And
I mean, I
it
could take a
just-
look.
Pacing back and forth.
I could take a look, or if you want me to,
Yeah, go ahead, give it a go. I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and look over this door.
So you take a look at that door, and that door looks more recently constructed. It's just a little bit different than the other doors you can see, and it looks like maybe it was fitted into the walls after the design was. It just doesn't quite match out.
Run after.
Yeah, you don't see traps or anything like that, but you also haven't tried to open it.
Well, that was pretty good. Well, looks like it. I mean, it looks newer.
And newer still,
So-
75 plus years old, but it has that like add-on look. Doesn't
So they
flood.
Aftermarket.
Yeah, aftermarket.
it's aftermarket. Well, it's an improvement, and age actually shows.
I don't
You
know
know.
that it increased the resale value.
It sometimes does, because efficiency and design sometimes will show, and you'll actually reduce costs of, operation, and that could
Oh, really?
increase its resale value. And you have to take all that into account when you're figuring out how much a dungeon's worth.
All right. So would you say adding on these two doors it adds more or takes away?
Well, I guess we have to see what's on the other
Are we
side
gonna
because
open the doors?
I'm
pacing here.
did Chiquito check it for traps?
It doesn't look like it's trapped.
It don't
Okay.
look
I
like
want
it's
to wait
trapped.
around and
Guys,
talk
it don't
about
look.
it.
We have not opened it, but it does. From what I can sense, I feel like no one would trap this door. It's too
All right.
pretty and
All right,
new.
Rob's gonna move over
75
here,
plus
and
years.
he's knocking an arrow, and he's ready for the door to open.
I think we should talk about it more.
Okay, so
Okay, well,
if we're
actually,
gonna
the
talk,
door.
if we're gonna
Okay.
talk, Can we talk
Show
about
just
bringing
Show
that
just
other dead
grins
body?
at Anrin.
Actually, yeah, I actually like the wood. What kind of wood is this? Oh, it's
What
pretty
about the
nice.
door?
Is that a mahogany?
I'm going to stalk off and I'm going to go drag that other dead body in here.
No, I think
Sure.
that comes from Cholt.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
that- Yeah, no,
What
I
does
mean
it-
seriously,
does
they've
it
got
match-
different
Going through
hardwoods.
here.
They've got
Where's
different
Cholt?
hardwoods down there.
Thank
Does
you
it
so
match
much for
the neck
bringing
of
it.
your loot?
The gods have
Because
given me a
that's one.
gift.
That
Well,
is
I know
from
where you
Chult.
were going, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The wood I carved your loot neck from is from Chult. Is it similar?
Is it?
I'm just going to go over
Yeah,
there
well,
and do
I'll
it.
go look
It was
down.
really
Not
good
paying any
design,
attention.
actually.
Yeah.
Believe
No,
it or not, I eat with a wood every once
where's
in a
the
while,
symbol?
too.
So
Really?
the symbol's right about here.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'd
I'm
like
going
to
to
see
go
some of
ahead.
your work
Sorry,
sometime.
Rob. Didn't mean to grab you. I'm stuck to Rob somehow.
Oop.
How did that happen?
How about there?
I'm
That's
magnetic.
perfect. Okay, so
'Cause you had
I'm
your
going
COVID
to
vaccine.
experimentally poke this dead body
Okay.
and see if it's still bleeding.
It has started to dry out, but there's still enough blood in there with a fresh hole. Blood would come out.
Okay, I'm looking at Yaz, and I'm looking to see, do I have anything small? All I have is the long sword. So I'm going to go ahead and use the long sword and just like cut his throat. He's dead.
Sure.
And put the blood on the symbol.
Absolutely. So let's just
And
go
then
down.
step out of the way.
So we're just gonna check the Anrin checklist here. Obsessed with spiders, starting to get a little bit on the sharp lady side. Fancy outfits, blood sacrifice. So.
Don't call her a drow.
But don't call
This is
her
a
a
Don't
drow.
call
drow.
me a drow.
And so you're like sploosh.
This feels great.
The blood lights up as it sort of heads down. You're like, wait a second, blood doesn't normally light up. And you're looking at it for a second,
No.
and as it spills over the edge of the dip there and starts to fill that basin, the little trickle of it that's going down there is crackling with a intensely black aura. It looks like just gaps in reality are forming there. And are you looking at it? Are you looking away?
Wait a minute. Are we dropping things down a giant well?
I mean,
We're talking about wood from Chult, I think.
Yep, yep,
Cause-
yep. They
cause
were still
I-
talking about, look at that. And
As
what the
soon
hell
as
is going on
things
over there?
start lighting up, I want to say, "Fool of a toque." Anyway,
so as
Uh,
full
What
of a toque.
happens when you bore toques?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's weird that things light up with a black light. The
Yeah.
blood stains, show very clearly and other such
well,
things.
that's actually not weird.
But Anrin, Yaz, who were right near the body, Rob, Sho, Chiquito, as
Yep.
this trickle of black is heading down towards the center of the basin, what are you all doing?
Oh shit, then I was just fucking with you. What are you doing?
I went and got the body.
Yeah, Yaz probably would have been looking. Like, if I have to be honest, he probably would have been looking at her and then looking at what's going on and being like, "Oh,
I'm looking at Show because he's
I'd
talking
actually
to
probably
me.
still be with Chiquito talking about wood. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Look at the grain over here. Look at this,
Yeah,
a bit
no.
naughty. Oh,
No,
spanky.
seriously, somebody was an artist.
Something's happening
I like
over
to make a
here.
joke. I
Yeah.
like to say, look at that wood is naughty. It deserves some spanking.
I like that one. That was a good one.
So,
Well, at this point,
Where
I'm
the
just
hell is all this
watching.
light
I'm just
coming from?
watching the hole. I'm
I
not
was gonna write
necessarily
that down. I'm
looking
gonna
down
put that in an interstitial between songs.
in the blood
Put
and
it in
trying
between
really
the
hard
eye, the
not to
dragon
kill
eye.
somebody that I like.
so Anrin and Yaz, can I get a wisdom saving throw from each of you?
of course."
I hope
Chiquito and I are
so.
gonna be safe because we're making wood jokes. Saved
Oh.
by
I have
adolescent
I have
humor.
one reroll left. Can I use my reroll?
If you would like to use a
Yeah.
reroll, you may.
Need more
I will use my
reroll.
reroll. God, please work. Yay!
Nice.
Excellent.
Well used reroll.
Well done.
And I'm glad I had that marked down. Otherwise, I would have been screwed.
So you both sort of you try and not quite to stare directly at it because you feel like maybe that would be a bad idea, but at the same time you're like, wow, this is hard not to look. I'm not sure what I want to do right now. And as you're like trying not to look, but sort of paying attention. The blood sort of funnels down. Like, you can feel a curiosity building in the two of you. Like a question needs to be asked. Like, you need to know the answer to something, but you haven't formulated what that thing is. What would you most like to know right now?
Anrin's
Are
gonna
we-
ask when we're gonna open the fucking door.
I feel like Yaz would be pondering on how to get Wave away from that on how to get Wave away from that crab.
Sure.
That's
It's
probably
still
where
on
his
my
mind is
mind.
at. Yeah,
So-
it probably would be.
So Yaz, as you're like, you're just like, all right, what am I gonna think about if I'm not thinking about staring at this thing? You're like, I'm gonna think about Wave. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna think about that. And you're like, huh, I can almost see it in my mind's eye, that the White Plume Mountain, that big plume of steam coming up there. And then you're like, oh, I can kind of see, just like if I was just, oh, that's kind of cool. There's an opening at the top because it's a volcano, and you almost see something like coming in and then diving down towards it, and you can see the boiling lake below you, and you're like, no, it's not actually that hot here if you don't stand in the steam itself. And you're like, but you can look down and you can see the crab and the beast, and you could fight from up here, or you could use a submersible, or you could do something like that. You could avoid the entire issue just by coming in through the top of the volcano. That's amazing. And you just kind of like, almost like you were there. You're just taking a tour around the whole area, and you can kind of see the bubble, and you're like, even better if we just pop the bubble, it'd boil the crab, and then we would just be able to retrieve it. And it's all so clear, but it's all visual, and it's all your ideas just kind of swirling around. So you're sure there's some complication there. There's something that could happen, but that's a real good, way to kind of tackle that.
Don't trust
Anrin,
that.
what were you thinking about?
I was thinking about how is it possible for Chiquito to eat things and then not eat things, and where does it all go, and how many spiders does he have in his pocket? And why am I thinking about this? Because really, 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 all I really ever wanted to do was get the damn ewer and go home.
So the first thing that you sort of said there was, how does Chiquito eat and where does it go? And, the rest were a little bit further back in the mind. And as you're like,
Right.
I'm thinking about that, you're like, it just, the whole of reality sort of begins to unpack in front of you. And you begin to see dimensions that you just can't figure out. Like the Tesseract unfolds in front of you, and you now see fourth and fifth dimension. And you see how that the magic moves between and the forms change, and you're like, oh, brain not likey.
That's what it is. It's
A
Chiquito.
brain
That's
not
the one. That's
likey.
what. It's. I just like picture like a half of Chiquito, like a, what is it called? Where you get like the half strip, like image of Chiquito, and just like all these like stars and everything, and
okay.
all this
Yes.
like constellations open up.
So it is that and more, but then there's just it's forcing fifth dimensional frameworks into your poor third dimensional brain, and it's going and as you try and envision something that's a little bit more than your brain can handle, you take 9 points of psychic
no.
damage.
Oh no.
I'm complex. I'm really complex.
It is
I'm sorry.
very complex.
It's really
feel that.
nice. Frankie.
And as the two of you sort of like, you're like whoa, that was a bit much on Anrin's side, and Yaz is kind of like, caught up in that. The blood sort of dries away and that black light fades, and Sho, Rob, Chiquito, you sort of look back at the two of them.
Huh?
Are we going to
All
open the door?
Maybe. Hold on.
I don't know. You guys are doing your own thing, and we were waiting for you.
Nah, if I
My
noticed
brain
any
hurts.
kind of black lady, I noticed the black lady glow.
You did notice a little bit of a glow over there, but by the time you got over there and sort of checked it out, the blood had dried away, and there's just a little couple of flakes now left there. It was only when it was liquid that it seemed to react, and now it's gone.
You know that you know that gif where like the lady places the flower on the cat's forehead and it just kind of goes. It's kind of what Yaz looks like right now. He's just like,
I sort of.
just like
don't
the
know.
chin is back into the neck, the mouth is agape, and his eyes are just kind of staring off elsewhere. And then when Aaron
Oh,
talks, he's
shit.
just kind of like,
Is this what we looked like when those intellect devourers ate our brains?
I don't know, I was one of them.
I sort of want to drop some more blood in here and check it out myself.
It'll
Don't
give you a
use
headache.
yours.
No,
got-
but
hold
is
Not
there
using
more?
mine.
Is there more from Frulum or whoever you dragged
yeah.
over here?
I mean, I
Well-
could. I mean, if you need them, I could go ahead and just shift real quick and bring them back real quick.
Oh
I'm really
God,
good
please,
at
no,
regurgitating.
no,
Yeah. No.
no.
So
I mean, I'll bring
Putting
them
my
back.
hands over my eyes.
Rob, as you like check the cultist that you brought in, it is now dried and desiccated, and that happened.
Desiccated. Okay.
That happened much faster than it should have. It seems like adding it to the pool made that happen more quick.
All right. I'm just gonna say to everybody, I think there's a possibility that this is where we're gonna end up, but let's check the door first.
Sure.
I got a feeling. I got a feeling like there's a puzzle here that we're meant to figure out in order
Yeah.
to get what we're here for. But let's deal with the door first.
Oh, yeah, let's find more blood.
Well, I'll go ahead. It would be an honor to open this craft.
Yeah, I mean this is a
It's
well-made
beautiful.
door. I
We
mean,
could
it's-
we could
Yep.
just ask. We could just ask where the mask is.
I could say that this probably added 20
Let's
to,
have a
to
look
40
ourselves
gold pieces
first.
to the overall value of this establishment. I mean, I don't know that bards are appraisers, but
So as
they
that
should be.
as that door is opened, the room beyond is a 20-foot high chamber. It is lit by braziers imbued with a continual flame spell. You can see no heat is coming off them, but the light is there. The walls are decorated with life-size frescoes showing lost gods of the Netheril and Noroya.
Yes, of course.
There's a big old tomb sitting in the middle of the room, and that may be why this room was added on later. It appears to be purpose-built to serve as the final resting place for someone, likely Dedidyrus.
Oh.
I doubt he has any blood left.
Very unlikely at this point.
I will give you that.
Oh, he's still juicy.
I didn't like that.
I can't remember
Oh,
which
there's
I can't remember which horror movie that was from, but
I don't either, actually.
Okay, well, is there writing here?
so there's so pause for a moment there. Aaron, as you break the threshold stepping inside and take a look
course.
around for writing, you hear a voice. It is deep, clear, and it seems to originate from that tomb just in front of you. You approach Dedidyrus in repose. I know what you seek. Leave me to my rest or face your doom.
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
They've been here too. Because this door wasn't locked, there's no reason they haven't walked in here.
Seems very true. And
So
What
they
I
weren't able to
see.
beat this.
Good.
I'm gonna step right back out.
Okay.
I don't think he wants us to wake him up.
Did we all hear that, or just Anrin?
You all heard that.
Where did it feel like it was coming from? Just from
Just
the
from
general.
right inside that tomb. Like it sounded like someone was talking to you from inside that big stone rectangle.
So for my newly enlarged and not necessarily enlightened brain, does that seem any less freaky than it might otherwise have seemed?
I mean, maybe it didn't concern you quite so much that it didn't sound muffled by what has to be several hundred pounds of stone. But other than that, it was still somebody long dead talking to you. You have seen a lot of illusions in here, though, like a lot of illusions. That could have been one of them.
And to be fair, it's not our first time seeing undead either, right?
Also that.
We could toss a coin.
Toss a coin to your Darius. Sorry. I don't know why that came out.
You ever
good,
think
though.
about this song you there, yes?
Sorry, I think Rob Oaks is having an effect on me.
It has an effect on everyone. Okay. Well, illusion, not illusion. Matt. This is why I decided I could be the one to leave and go for this. Magic, it's there. I know it. I can see it, but use it not so well.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
Nothing. I just want to find out whether that's an illusion or not. There's nothing I can do except for stab it, but then
You
that
throw
sort
a
of
rock
defeats the
at it.
purpose.
If you want, but I don't know. It said do not disturb. Or
So
it's
what
your doom.
qualifies?
We put
what
sleep on
qualifies
him
as
and then
a
open the
disturb?
door. I mean, he wouldn't wake up, right? Rob, could you make him go to sleep even more?
I could try. That is a thing I can do. But
That's not disturbing, right? To help someone lull them to sleep.
no, but I mean, he seems like he might be a little above my pay grade right now.
Okay. Well, do we mind facing our doom again?
It's what we do.
How about we check out the other places, and if we gotta face our doom, then we face
Come
our
back? Okay. I'll be back. So,
doom. Is that fair?
Sounds fine.
as long as we're not arguing about the doors.
There was no arguing.
Yeah, we're just talking how great it looked. Look,
They were
look.
admiring the door.
What do you think,
How
Show?
about this
I
door?
know,
How
I
about
know
this
you.
door?
I know you. Actually, are connoisseur of wood. What do you think about that door there?
So, Anrin,
Oh.
as you crack open the other door, and the other two,
Yes.
the others continue to talk about the cholt wood that they learned about from the elven wagon driver on their travel to the north so many months ago. You can see that this is a connecting room to the far side. However, it is chock full of rubble. The way it fell, it looks like that rubble is kind of braced against the far set of doors. So opening that far set would probably cause the rest to collapse. But from this side, because it's opening towards you, and the weight of the stone is not on it, you kind of see inside. So, no
I'd
passing in
like to
that
take a
direction.
look. No passing. Is there anything even salvageable underneath the rocks?
No, it looks like just the ceiling collapsed in the hallway.
Okay. Well, this isn't a way out.
No, I think we gotta go in and face our doom, y'all.
Well, there's
We
another
can go
door.
back to the safe room and see what is there.
All right.
But
Might as well-
but I suspect you're right.
Well, let's just peek then.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
So you
we
take the-
can't go through there.
You take the long
Oh.
way around, but
Yeah, we take the long way around.
no problem. No disturbances there, and you do find the safe door. That safe door is open. Not enough time has passed that the magical
The mosaic, yeah.
chimera is not yet reformed, but it looks a lot
That's right.
more put together than
Sorry,
it
yes,
did
I grabbed
before.
you.
You
Is
kick-
there a
gonna-
way that we could maybe like hit it or break it apart again?
I would like to pee on it.
You take a couple of
I'm just trying to stick it. I'm just trying to break it up a bit.
yeah.
I
You,
guess that might work. You got any magic with
Oh, we are
Yes,
so
sir.
weird.
You got any magic with it?
so you mark your territory and you chuck a
Thank
couple
you.
of tokens down the way, and then take a peek into the room beyond.
Rob's in a place right now. Sorry.
So, in this room, you see a well, and carefully moving to the edge and peering down, you can see that there is water in it. It has a bucket, a rope, and so on, and you can see big footy prints that trolls must have been stalking around in here sometime recently. You would guess
This is
they have probably climbed down the well. The sluice does lead up to here, and there is a small receptacle on the wall here that could be filled, a little water gate lifted, and then it would all stream down and cascade merrily on the other side.
let's make that work, y'all. Like, can we figure out how to get water into that sluice to go into the other well?
Sure, absolutely. Well up, pour it in there, get ready with the gate, lift the gate, and it will sluice off and over.
Before I do that, I want to check with my party. Is this a good idea?
It's as
I don't
good as any
know.
idea we've
Yeah.
had.
I mean, this could be like the key to solving all of the mysteries, or
It could
It-
be.
or we could have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You know, I'm just
What's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Just keep your mind
Yeah.
blank.
It was from my childhood. It could never hurt anybody. I remember all my life growing up thinking it was we would just roast them over camp. All right, and never mind. So
I'm
I
imagining you
will.
roasting a puffy man.
No, Marshmallow Man. I'll explain later. Anyway, I will try to make the sluice thing work with the water.
Sure. It takes a couple of experiments, and so basically you prep it, you open it up, the water all rushes out. You're like, excellent, it worked. You trek your way around, you look at the pool, and the pool is completely empty. You're like, oh yeah, it dissolves real fast. So,
That did
gonna
not work.
need to leave someone behind to operate the sluice gate, and then have somebody in the other room to look in the pool. Please divide the party as you may wish
Well-
to do if you wish to do it.
Let's
Can I
not do a 1
I
and
don't know.
4 here, folks. Let's.
I'm gonna try real quick to do a shape water real quick and try to make a little bit of more of a slide. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna try
Hmm.
put a little slide down so that we could all try to stay together. Slide of ice. Little funnel.
So I would say, yeah, if you're gonna shape water, turn the water into a block of ice. That'll let it sit there for a few seconds. You scamper about, you dismiss it. The water then spills down. You don't need to operate the sluice. That sounds good. So yeah, you could do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
let's move everybody over into here. The water comes pouring down. As it hits the basin, it lights up with that black flickering light. Who is looking at it? Who is not?
I'm not
I've already
going to
been
look at
closing
it.
my eyes tight. I have a headache enough as it is.
Yes. Yaz would probably know at this point not to look directly at it.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Don't look.
All right. So Chiquito, as you stare into it,
Yep.
could I have a DC? Could I have a? What am I asking for? A Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. So kabloosh, and you're staring at it, and you see the mysteries of everything start unfolding. Your brain starts to go no, and
No.
behind that, you realize that reality is really hungry. Like there is an emptiness out there. Reality is mostly empty, and it would prefer not to be. It would like to, pull some of you out.
Does this feeling feel familiar?
So this feeling probably feels a little familiar to anyone who may have brushed up against Hadar's friendly arms. But unlike what was reported by the others, Chiquito, you don't feel that curiosity. You don't feel that question that needs to be answered. You just feel things pulling at your mind.
Do I need to
They're
make a
not
wisdom
good.
save? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Rob, are you looking at the cool blacklight effect?
Sorry, I stepped away and I was like, yes, I'm looking, but I think
No
I
problem.
walked outside of my stuff's range. So
Can I get a wisdom save for you? Okay. So you also feel this hunger, this pulling
Uh-oh.
apart.
Do we have a chance to do a reroll? That's the case if we're trying to fit that little inkling.
I mean, if you want to try a reroll, if you have a thing, you can.
Oh man, a 19
Why?
wasn't good enough.
19 was not good enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a reroll then.
I don't have
Oh,
one,
yeah.
so that's it.
I got plenty. Here we go.
Okay. So Chiquito, you pull yourself back together. You spend a lot of time in fifth dimensional space already.
Yeah,
So you
normal-
can handle it.
normal stuff.
However, not so much on the Rob Oaks side. And Rob Oaks, would you
Yep.
do me a favor and roll me 1d100?
Oh no, I love when it's a 1d100.
Because you know it's coming.
I
Now I
just
wish
feel
I
like
did
I'm,
it.
playing,
I wish I
I'm,
did
I'm
it.
feeling Call of Cthulhu, and I love it.
Oh, and you roll real high.
That's good, right?
No, it's not always. It's
Uh,
not always.
Rob Oaks, would you do me the kindness of rolling 1d100 again?
I'm disintegrated, aren't I? Well, 1d100.
And a
71.
71. All right. So Rob, you black out and you just face plant and start sliding down towards
Into the well?
into the well, into the
Oh.
dip.
Can we grab him?
I'm jumping for him.
Sure. Can I see from those who may be doing so a athletics check, please?
Am I still in the curiosity phase?
You
I wouldn't
are.
probably be able to.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, it's supposed to be.
So Sho and Andrin go, but Sho is the first one there, and just grabs hold. Rob, you are like, right there to the black liquid, and as you are pulled back out, like you just develop a tick. Your face just twitches, and you just can't stop it. And anytime that you are under high stress, that twitch comes up, and it will give you disadvantage on any intimidation checks. So,
That was so Rob Strong.
intimidation is the thing you are going to have some trouble with. You will have disadvantage on intimidation and that facial tick unless you get your handle on a greater restoration. So.
I
Got
would argue that a crazy tick would be even more intimidating, but
It's
Yeah.
it's not the right kind of crazy tick. It's the one that makes him just look goofy. He's like,
Maybe it's not a facial tick. Maybe it's like I pee myself a little bit every time.
You can run with that as you like.
Ah,
But
Why I'm into that tonight? I'm sorry, I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I'm really feeling great.
All about peeing.
I'm
So-
all about peeing
yeah.
right now.
once
They have all the
once
new
you've
restrooms you could try.
mostly recovered, you do start to compare notes, and the four of you, the two pairs of you, definitely had different experiences. That was not the same thing. Something, no, just not right.
That was definitely not the best thing I've ever seen.
Really?
Nope.
I don't
nope,
even
nope,
know what I saw.
Nope. Not sure I could describe it, and I don't like it. I don't like. Well, no. Well, let's just move on, shall we? Let's go on. I'm good. Let's move on.
I saw White Plume Mountain.
I saw nothing.
I saw
Yeah.
something and it still hurts.
I saw something and it was sort of cartoony and weird. I'm not cool with it at all. Let's just go on there. I'm good.
Okay, well, maybe we should go back and climb down the well.
These oak doors look good. But I'll do whatever. But I'm just the Rob's now like I'm good with moving away from the well.
Because it was
I'll
safe.
go
It was
back to the
safe
other one?
to. It was safe to assume that the trolls went down the well. You said,
Yes.
or no?
Yeah. So the trolls have definitely been climbing up and down that inside that well.
You think we can cover the well?
But we're
It's a
not.
better idea to me than climbing down.
Well, then we have
With
to go
what, though?
face our doom.
Well, I think we're gonna have to face it either way. I'll be honest with you.
There was furniture in the room where we rested. Perhaps we could bring some of that up and use it.
Sure, a little bit of engineering. If you have to remove a door, you could definitely get something across that well that makes it at least difficult difficult and noisy for the trolls to come back out again.
You can spend time doing that, sure.
Sure, you got it.
Okay.
Take a move, set off, lay the bed across it, arrange some things on top that'll fall and make a nice loud clatter. And then what?
Then I
Casey,
think
do we
we are
remember the
going.
exact words from Didarius again? They were.
Hey
I wanna
guys,
face
I'm
my doom.
taking a nap. Hang on here.
Hey, howdy, y'all.
Howdy. Welcome. It was, you approach Didarius in repose. I know what you seek. Leave me to my rest or face your doom.
We saw nothing else, like no other doors, right?
No other doors.
Should I go looking around to see if there's anything secret in here?
It's probably worth a look. I don't know about in here. It seems in here he's facing doom, but it does seem the path that we are heading on.
Well, I mean, let's see. We've looked at that door. There.
Let's face our doom, and maybe he's just talking. We can explore the room.
I mean, I've seen some. I mean, I've felt some pretty heavy stuff here. This, I mean, that's. I mean, it's not. It's kind of him to tell us we're gonna face doom.
It could just be, as we've experienced, it could just be an illusion.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. All right, who's going in first? And then I'm going to check for secret doors or.
I'll go first. If it triggers something, I can probably take it.
All right.
Yeah, as soon as he asked that, instead of stepping forward, Yaz would step back.
So,
Hannon's always.
would whoever is taking point on the investigation of the room go ahead and give me a roll? You must be in the room to do the investigating. You
So
can
I'm
have,
going in the room. I'm not investigating. but
And then I'm going in right behind Show,
okay.
and I'll do the investigating.
All right, let's do some investigation. And advantage because you're getting the assist. And a 15. So you move slowly around the room. And the voice does not reoccur. You try not to touch anything on your first pass. You're like, okay, got the lay of the room, big tomb in the middle, pretty frescoes on the wall. And then you're like, okay, now let's do some, secret door checking. So you start to brush your hands against the wall and you give, a little push, check for, air. And there are 4 spots in the frescoes that have a little bit of give to them. The plaster isn't solid. Behind most of the plaster there is probably sandstone and rock. Behind these there's something. And that is on the 4 corners of the room. There, 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 there.
Is there anything about the frescoes that gives, like, does Rob recognize a story in any of them? Is there
So
any?
go ahead and give me a let's do a history on this one. So you kind of look at the frescoes and it's pretty much a typical sort of this was my life kind of setup. where it shows, a wizard, studious, learned, discovering this font of magic, doing things, kings coming for advice, that sort of stuff. There's a little bit of a theme in it that Daedarius had to sacrifice and work to become this great wise person. It's not like they were gifted it. They worked for it. But similarly, the pool or the divination also seems to have that same theme of giving or
Right.
sacrifice.
You must sacrifice in order to get through. Rob.
Oh. Maybe that's why the experiences were different. Because
Yeah.
we used water and then Aaron and I used blood.
Yep. Rob's gonna pull out his dagger and do a very tiny cut, like a one hit point cut.
Okay.
Uh, at the fresco that seems the most like successful, where he was at his most successful.
Okay. So you kind of look at this fresco. You're like, okay, I wonder if, and you do a little Naruto summon.
Yeah.
Press up against the wall, and you're like, no, that wasn't it.
Okay.
And give me
You know what?
give me a quick let's call this one a
Looking
straight charisma. Just throw me a straight charisma. And as you throw that one down, the voice emanates again from the tomb. Do not disturb me or my minions.
Or meet your doom.
No, just he extends the initial set.
Casey, I'm looking at the map. The looks like there's a raised dais there with some kind of sarcophagi, and then is there writing on the top that we can read?
It is just his name. Hey,
Okay.
I'm Daedarius. I am double checking myself, but
What's up,
Hello.
yos? Yeah.
Yos.
yo.
See you on the flip side.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I'll be back.
I'll be
I'll be back.
Yes, decorative writing that says, I'm Daedarius. What's up, yo?
okay.
And you are not.
I'm just serious. You are not. I am also Chevy Chase. Anybody else have any ideas? I feel like sacrifice is required. I'm like thinking about putting my loot somewhere.
You know, honestly, this kind of just pisses me off. We've all sacrificed so much. Who the hell is this guy to tell us that we need to sacrifice more to get what we want?
Would
He
they
is
have said
Daedarius.
Yeah, I guess so. It says it right there. Yos.
It's on the box.
It's right on the tin or on the stone.
Yos. Apparently just trying to be hip.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was putting things on stone.
That was a rhetorical question, wasn't it?
so?
Yeah.
There's you said that in the four corners that
Yep.
there were buttons.
So it's more that
Soft.
it's soft. So like if you tap against the wall here, it's stone. You're like bonk. If you tap against the wall here, there's a little more give. It's like a boom. So the plaster is over something, not
Where's
hollow.
that? I'm sorry.
But
I didn't see the.
sure. So
ping?
here, and here, the plaster it's plastered over a doorway, a opening, a thing, as compared to being plastered over stone.
Was everyone else able?
Here? I wasn't able to see it. That's why.
Yeah, I wasn't able to see it either.
You know what?
Yeah, I didn't see
Now
any
I'm
pings.
saying it.
Let's try it again. How about here,
Okay.
here,
Okay.
here,
Okay.
and here?
Okay.
And which one was Rob trying to make a sacrifice at?
I think Rob was probably over here.
I'm gonna walk over to that one and bash it with my maul.
Okay. So you walk over to that one, you're like, boop, boop. As you boop, boop, the fresco just falls away. And as it does, for reasons, please go
Yep.
ahead and tick your tokens and roll yourselves into initiative.
Initiative.
Saw that coming.
Yeah, I
Yep,
kind of
yeah.
felt that was going to be the end result of that one.
Your guy's a
minions
he's a
to-
jerk. That's what I'm saying. He's a
Yeah,
jerk.
Oh,
I mean,
shoot.
you are totally not wrong, Chiquito. This guy's like, oh, nuts.
Do you
What's
do you
this?
want me to re-roll with my token selected or
Where we at? Token selected. Yes. Layer. Add to turn. And what was that? A 14? Got
14?
it. So show. You're like boom, boom, and it just falls away. And inside is a desiccated, enshrouded form whose arms raise
Minion.
up in the classic. I'm gonna reach out and grab you.
Look at that minion.
It's a minion.
Cadabra.
Can
No,
I cute?
reach out and grab it.
Yep.
Such stupid song.
The worst Steve Miller song of I mean, and that's the thing
Some
of
were
Steve
terrible.
Miller. Of Steve Miller, that's bad. Like, I mean,
I wanna reach out and grab ya.
this is the guy who wrote a song called Jetliner. Just like, no. Anyway,
Don't
I'm
look
the
too far away.
Jetliner.
oh, I hate Steve Miller.
How dare you, Casey?
How dare I? How dare I what?
Bring
Nick
up
this
Steve Miller.
monster.
Why is it Steve? Why is his name Steve Miller?
Why is
The only
his
thing
name
worse
Steve?
would be if you brought the Jimmy Buffett monster out, and then I'd be like,
Oh,
one's
well, that's
next?
gonna be the next one.
Yeah.
That is the next one.
The
How
next
did you
one's
get
gonna
a
have
casino?
flip flops
It's
on.
gonna have a parrot head.
yeah, I know how to defeat you. I've found your lost shaker of salt, asshole.
right,
Get
no,
out of here.
We're gonna throw a pop top at him.
That's right. God, I hate Jimmy
He is
Buffett.
so
Blow out that
I hate
flip flop like
Jimmy
nothing.
Buffett.
This is worse.
Sorry, Casey.
All good. All good.
I feel the way about Jimmy Buffett that the main character's dad feels about Colonel Sanders and So I Married an Axe Murderer. I hate him so much. Oh, I hate him.
We beady eyes.
Oh, you're gonna like my chicken, aren't you? Anyway.
I feel like we're just giving Casey more time to read over the monster.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah, we
he's
should
finding
really-
more things. Like he was
It's
just gonna hit us
standing
once.
there.
and
Are
then
we gonna do
Fine.
anything to it?
So show you were the one taking the action. You smash the plaster. It falls away. Inside you see a mummy just chilling, and then the mummy moves into combat mummy mode.
So I did specify that I was wielding my maul, so that's what I'm wielding right now.
all in hand. What are you doing?
I'm going to rage
Okay.
and maul him.
I feel
First,
that's
I'm going to
appropriate.
strike him with lightning.
You got it. Mummy, dodge, lightning. No. Lightning.
5 lightning damage.
5 lightning damage.
And then the maul crits.
And the maul does crit.
Nice.
So that's going to do that plus my savage attacks, which is just one more d6, unfortunately.
Yes.
Well,
But
that
still
ain't bad,
5.
though.
10, 20 points of damage there.
And then I will attack again with the
Yeah.
maul.
Coming up next, the mall.
And
17?
that is going to hit.
16 more.
16 more. And unfortunately, it is a non-magical maul. And that seems like it might be important, as the mummy's wrappings resist
I had that thought. So
bludgeoning damage.
as my action, my item interaction, I will drop the maul and equip my shield.
Sounds good. Wait.
So I do not currently have a weapon in hand.
Okay. Yeah, as it is about to be your turn when you realize that, wait a second. Another mummy.
Yes.
Bursting
Behind
from the
first
wall.
mummy?
Yes.
It shuffles out.
Oh no.
Maximum shuffle. It gets to about this point. It looks at Anrin. Anrin, it glares at you.
Glare
Oh.
right back.
But I see a DC 11
Don't
wisdom
do that.
saving throw as you glare right back at it.
Okay.
Wisdom that. Ooh. That's super not good.
It's really not good.
Nope.
Oh.
You have failed by 5 or more. You are paralyzed.
Okay. I don't
So-
like this feeling at all.
No.
I'm scared and I can't move.
And you can't move. That is then going to bring us to Yaz's turn for really reals. Yaz, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's going to look at the mummy. He's going to cast a hex. And then he's going to do his blip blip while saying, "Don't you do that to Admin blip."
Blip.
Yes. So, yes, we did the hex. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
And other one.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just realized how ineffective hex would be because it's necrotic against a mummy, but that's okay.
that is true. The hex is doing nothing to nothing. But the force damage is doing well. Does that have your 4 in there? It does. So those were just a little bit rough on the roll. It is still 15 points of forceful damage. Seemed quite effective. Yaz, anything else?
Nothing else for me. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. That brings up Steve Miller. Steve Miller is going to try and
Where is he?
he's right in front of you. He's going to try and punch Rob Oakes because he doesn't know any better yet.
It doesn't matter because I don't have a weapon in hand.
Oh, nice. So Rob Oakes,
Can
you got
you-
a rotting fist
Shield isn't a weapon?
coming at you.
Shield
You
is not a
headbutt him?
weapon.
Oh, super duper miss.
Six.
So Rob Oakes, he glares at you for having caused him to miss. Could I see a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yes.
Oh, Rob,
Uh,
you are frightened, but not paralyzed.
I can't counter charm that.
Isn't counter charm a thing you have to actively do?
It's as an action.
Okay,
It's not a reaction.
Yep.
you are
Okay.
currently afraid.
All right.
Steve Miller is striking fear into you. Oh, welcome,
That's kinda-
guild supporter with your party of 30.
Abracadabra.
We're
I
in the midst
wanna
of
reach
fighting
out
some
and grab ya.
mummies.
Hi.
We're fighting Steve
Hello.
Miller, the mummy.
Steve Miller.
Yep.
That is
He's
true.
And
Joker.
It's
his
Dylan
band.
versus Miller.
He's a joker. Think of midnight smoker.
Hi, thanks everybody.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. Hate that guy.
So for
Hey, Maurice.
So Rob, as you go into a frightened guitar solo, you are currently frightened of Steve Miller who stands before you. But otherwise okay. What are you doing?
That means I cannot advance towards him, and I cannot. Do I have disadvantage on attacks?
Disadvantage on
I
attacks.
believe
on
that's
you.
right.
Yep.
As
okay.
long as he's in your field of vision.
That is correct. So
All
you can
right.
close your eyes and have disadvantage from being blind, or you can have disadvantage because you can see him. Your choice.
Okay. 1 second, please. I am gonna take the disengage action.
Certainly
I'm
may.
gonna move over here.
Good
I'm
plan.
gonna bonus action inspire show, and I haven't had enough time to think about this, but I'm going to do something like beautiful half-orc Goliath, singing it like big jetliner like Steve Miller.
There ain't
And
me too far away.
yeah, my shit's scared, but you can kick his ass. And so I'll move over here and inspire show.
You got it. Inspiration applied. That's going to bring us round to Anrin. Anrin, you are currently paralyzed, and so nothing to do there, I think. Sad moment there. That's then going to bring up the rest of Steve Miller's band.
No.
Oh no.
No.
What's that?
No.
I think it does.
No.
Down south,
Wait.
sorry, down east, rotated maps, can't handle them.
Yep.
Mummy comes out. It has enough shuffle space. It gets
Oh,
up next to
no.
Anrin. Anrin, you are paralyzed, so this rotting fix
And
is...
frightened, and I can't move, and I can't get away.
Yeah, this one's coming in at advantage on you. A 16 hits?
Yes,
Oh,
barely.
and with the paralyzation, I believe that does crit. So
Oh.
I'm gonna hit that attack once more. Give me my damage. So that is a total of 25 points of bludgeoning and 19 points of necrotic. Could I see
Still
from you?
alive?
Could I see from you a Constitution saving throw? Aces. No mummy rot coming. That mummy then looks past Anrin at Chiquito. Chiquito, could I see a wisdom saving throw, please, as it glares at you dreadfully?
That's not nice.
Well, I mean,
I
it
don't
is-
get a back. I
it is a
close
mummy.
my eyes. He's spooky looking.
Frantically
24.
24, no problem. And as that is indeed no problem, Mummy bursting out of the wall sees Rob Oakes standing right there. Rob Oakes, rotting fist coming your way. 13?
Miss.
Miss, very nice. It looks around and says, hey, who's not been dreadfully gazed upon? I think Yaz has not been dreadfully gazed upon. Yaz,
I don't know about that.
could I have a wisdom saving throw from you, please?
Sure. Wisdom.
18 is aces, and that's going to bring us to Chiquito.
All right,
Chiquito,
I'm gonna-
what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna have to conjure some animals at this point. I mean,
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
what are
we
we gonna
need to
do?
get action economy help. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's those velociraptors.
I'm not paralyzed anymore.
Oh, you're
so,
not?
so do you have spell slots that can bring you Velociraptors?
Oh yeah, I got 2 more left.
2 more left. That's so many. So many spell
Yeah, sorry
slots.
about that. I don't apologize. I'll use them all if you want me to, as long as we could get the hell out of here with the mask.
So many Velociraptors. Let's see here. I think I threw the
I'll drop 'em
Velociraptors
out.
in the zoo. If you wouldn't mind dropping
Yeah.
them
Alright, I
out
got it.
there.
Okie dokie.
Hey, thanks for the follows
let's-
there, folks.
Thank you.
And Chiquito, as you start throwing Velociraptors around like candy,
Yep.
there we go, there we go.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
What is it, 6 that you end up
1,
with? There you
2,
go.
8. 1,
8,
2,
oh my
3, 4,
God.
5. What?
Why?
Why? Why
Why
not?
Velociraptors?
It's just the rules of D&D.
Ah. We are revisiting this thing that I gave you early on. Chiquito.
Yeah. There you go. Kid 5292 35345. Attack!
And then they're gonna all go ahead and start attacking. We'll go ahead and start here.
You got it. Let's do some.
Welcome back, Pa Raptor.
Velociraptor to Paraptor. Goodbye, giant constrictor slake. Hello, Velociraptor. Here we go.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. And it gave you the damage already.
Yep.
We're going all right here.
That's gonna crit.
Okay.
Good to go. They got a lot of hit points, and this is doing half damage. So you just go ahead and roll, and I'll keep ticking them.
Okay,
That's gonna hit.
23.
You got it.
21.
Yep.
Still going here.
Yep. Poor little Velociraptors getting all wrapped up in the wrappings. It's just like a big mess. Keep going. There we go.
Right
That
here.
was a lot of crits.
Right now we're gonna go here.
You got it. 14's gonna hit. Yep. 19's gonna hit. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
17's gonna hit. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's a lot.
And-
Yeah.
And then after that we're gonna do the last one on this one here.
You got it.
All right, here we go.
No!
Uh-oh.
No! What's wrong with this one? You got a defective raptor. Second one hits,
Oh,
though.
sure. Okay, that's okay.
It's alright.
He's a simple boy.
Chiquito, anything else?
I'm gonna go ahead and ready a melee attack if anything gets in my area, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, all right, guys, we know what we're doing. Let's go ahead and take these suckers out.
I don't think you can ready a melee attack because I think you used that spell.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
But other than that, you are threatening
You're
them
right. I
effectively.
apologize. I move back and forth and shift back and forth. Use my movement speed, and then that's it.
And with that, you hear from inside the crypt, was "Do not disturb my rest" unclear in some way, and the big tomb starts to shift.
I know you don't tell him to wake up.
I mean, I feel like the
Now
raptors
we're
are not
going
the
to
most
face Jimmy
silent.
Buffett.
God damn it.
Oh,
Jimmy
that's
Darius
horrible.
Buffett?
Jimmy
Jimmy
Darius
Oh.
Buffett.
Darius Buffett.
you are
It's
just
my
garbage.
arch nemesis.
Out
You
of
are
control.
all garbage. You are
Ugh.
garbage.
And
Just go back and find your hamburger in paradise. Or
As-
cheeseburger. Sorry. I hate him so much.
as
Is
Jimmy
it-
Darius Buffett joins,
One of these- If these are all mummies I hate, one of them's Meatloaf too. Like there's
You
okay.
hate meatloaf?
I hate
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
My
God, I hate
heart is
Meatloaf.
broken.
You know,
Oh, he's so good.
He would do anything for love, but he wouldn't do that. You
Yeah,
know.
you could get him on Cameo for $40. Say
Got
hi
it.
to your wife.
Lyrical
show.
genius.
A dry wind sweeps through the room as the Darius emerges from there. You don't feel any particular effect of it, but what are you doing?
I am equipping my Morning Star. I'm going to bellow in my rage and strike this mummy next to me with my lightning aura.
You got it. Dance Money Dance, Dex.
Fail.
Not a good dancer.
1 point of lightning damage,
Steve Miller cannot dance. We
and
have
then I
proven it.
will strike him with the magical Morning Star
17 is going to hit. Magical Morning Star is magic.
for 14
Well,
points of damage.
Wait, 16?
16, correct. My math was bad.
That's okay. lot of numbers.
Yep, second strike
Pair of 24s works. 9.
for 9.
It's still damage. Show anything else.
No, that'll be it.
Got it. Jimmy Darius Buffett rises from
Ugh.
his set.
I hate him so much.
He reaches over
I'm dead.
towards Rob. He's like,
On purpose, though. I'm going to be killed by Jimmy Buffett.
we're welcome to Margaritaville.
Oh,
He
Oh, horrible.
God, that's the
Population
worst.
Rob.
That's the
Oh,
worst.
oh,
Oh.
oh.
He gives you a little punch. Rotting Fist attack. You turn it on so that it actually comes through where it's supposed to. Let's do that. Spread the rolls. Rotting Fist attack. Boom. Ooh, 14?
14 will hit.
Oh no. That is 37 points of damage. And can I
Rob's still up.
could I see a DC 16 con saving throw to avoid that mummy rot?
Nope,
Ooh.
You have a reroll?
I don't. We have been purchased no rerolls tonight.
I give you mine.
No, you cannot.
The rerolls cannot be exchanged because we do not do the party pool style.
If Rob is down, Rob is down. That's it.
So, the mummy rot, cursed target cannot regain hit points, and its hit point maximum will be decreased by 3d6 every 24 hours that elapse. So right now the
Ooh.
issue is you cannot regain hit points, which could be very bad if you take any more punches. The mummy lord glances around. I believe everyone has already been zotted.
That is
Show?
not accurate.
Show, have you not been zotted yet?
I have not.
All right, that dreadful glare turns towards you, and I see that. Nope, I think he's got a bit of a stronger one. And I see a wisdom saving throw. He is up at a 16. Oh, is significantly less than a 16.
reroll?
Nope, you've used them all.
Oh
no. Yeah, we have not. We've
Hey,
typically gotten
hold on.
a couple
I see
every
something.
game, but we haven't
We
gotten.
we have one
we were
right now.
purchased. Dogs.
Whoa, look at that.
Nice.
He has been summoned.
I am gonna try it because
He
I
didn't
don't
do
think
anything for
I
you.
can succeed, but I think maybe I cannot fail by 5 or more.
That would be good. Everybody update their post-it notes, and on the nose passes it.
Oh,
Immune now to the Mummy Lord's set. That'll bring us round to Yaz. Yaz, what you up to?
Yeah, is going to blip blip at the this mummy, the one that's right next to Adrin.
You got it. Somebody give me a song person. Let's see.
A
Steve
song
Millivan.
person?
Musician?
We
Gordy,
had, we had Meatloaf.
We had Meatloaf already.
We need
Meatloaf.
somebody shitty.
Gordy Knudsen, who is Steve Miller's drummer.
oh,
Hmm.
You know
I
that.
don't feel like that's his fault. Like he was just probably getting a paid gig.
What's somebody from Nickelback?
Chad Kroger.
Oh yeah, Chad Kroger.
Yeah.
All right, so
Chad.
get
Kroger.
Chad in there.
Yep.
Eldritch
Bruno
Blast.
was way ahead of me.
Blah.
You already missed.
17 and 19 both hit. 18 points of damage is delightful, but not enough to drop this mummy lord. This mummy. Only one lord here, and it is Jimmy Buffett. Where's his
Oh,
craft?
that
Oh
hurts
my
me
God.
to even hear that. Like to hear
It's
that.
Jimmy Darius Buffett.
Jimmy
I am ready
Darius
to-
Buffett.
I am actually ready to die.
Oh.
I'm like,
Like, gag me
No.
with a spoon. I'm Audi
I
5000.
hate Jimmy Buffett so much.
And as that happens, that is going to bring us to Chad. Chad down here is going to be stomping on a critter. Chad, Rotting Fist. We're going to go the one up from him. Bump. 9's going to miss.
By the way,
Man.
don't forget you had inspiration.
I do. Yep. I did forget that.
Okay.
Right, so we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this.
There
and
hasn't been a
rid of-
roll it would have helped on yet, but it's still there.
Doesn't help on saving throws.
I rolled a 2 and then I
Yeah.
rolled a
Oh
16.
yeah, that wouldn't help. Yes, no.
Up north, Steve Miller, still in his cubby.
Up north there.
Up north there, is going to aim for the bigger threat of Show and give a punch. Show 24
Ooh, that'll hit.
is going to hit. Nobody left to glare at, so nothing doing there, but that's still going to be 10 bludgeoning, 7 necrotic. And can I see a DC 12 con save against that mummy rot?
Nice.
Crushed it.
Nice.
Rob Oakes, you are sandwiched
Everybody's afraid, right?
No.
Me.
You are no
No.
longer afraid.
Yours
Not-
has dropped off.
Yours has dropped off.
It only lasts for a round.
Yep. So
Great.
everybody is freed up at this point.
I'm going to take the disengage.
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah, I've got 3 hit
Yeah.
points and I can't recover.
There you go.
And then I am going. I've already inspired Show.
Mhm.
I'm gonna inspire Anrin, and unfortunately, I don't have anything in my toolbox right now for fun songs for inspiration. So, it'll have probably rhymed with self and elf. But Anrin, you have inspiration.
Thank you.
You've got to help the elf. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey, hey.
It's one of my favorites.
Rob Oakes, anything else?
No.
Got
That was my action was disengage. I
Yep.
took my movement and I bonus action inspired.
it. You got it. Anrin, what's up?
What's up, Buttercup?
Okay, I have to check one thing real quick.
Sure.
Okay. Not going to do that. I am going to go ahead and use Word of Radiance.
Okay.
Good.
And I'm going to go ahead. I can. It says up to 2 creatures.
Within
1,
5
2.
feet of you.
They have to be within 5 feet of you.
Oh, that's right. When that one's 10 feet. Never mind. Then this one is going to get it.
Sure.
Whatever it is.
As you go to try and cast that spell, you can feel a pressure upon your mind as if the magic is unfolding once more and threatening you into the upper dimensions. Do you wish to try and force through the pain you might take damage, or do you let the spell go uncast?
Wow. Wow.
Darius is a jerk. I'm telling you.
You mean to Darius Buffett?
No, Darius Buffett is even a bigger jerk.
Yeah, he is.
Well, we'll
With
see.
his
I could die here too, so I'm doing it.
You're gonna do it.
Constipation.
All
Parrot
right.
head.
Report of songs.
Oops, there is no rage damage. Sorry, I forgot to take that off.
That's
Where's
all right.
the
Give me
salt?
a Constitution saving throw, please. You crush it. You take no damage, and the spell goes off. DC 12 con save for that mummy. Got it. Oh, he fails it, and he is going to take all 9 of his damage. Anrin, that was action. Any bonus action or movement?
I'm going to do bonus action healing word on myself.
Bonus action
I
healing
do-
word on yourself. You can certainly give it a shot. Again, the world seems to unfold and tear at your mind. I'm going to need a con save if you want to try and push through it.
Nope, I'm going to wait.
Okay. And that is going to then bring us round to Meatloaf. Meatloaf is surrounded by itty-bitty monsters. He will try and stomp on the one down from him and stomp. 11?
11 does not hit.
Does not hit. So he glares at the thing. Can I see a wisdom saving throw from the little critter?
I clicked it. Let me click it again.
Oh, hey, it came through.
Oh, it went
There you go.
There
Nice.
you go.
like a
He
champ.
is just fine. That's going to bring up Gordy. Gordy standing next to Anrin. Anrin has just done the holy stuff, which is not cool. Anrin's going to get a punch back. She sure does. 24
Jeez,
for 14
Yikes.
bludgeoning and 10 necrotic. And can
I
I
am down.
unconscious.
Uh oh.
Can I see that DC 12 con save? And it is super important that you pass it.
You have a reroll, right?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, on the
Oh.
nose. You are able to regain hit points, but right now you are in unconsciousville. And he's gonna glare at the little Velociraptor to the north. Velociraptor,
right.
give me a
Wisdom.
Oh, fails.
5.
By a lot, so is paralyzed.
Yo!
Oh, poor little guy.
Ew.
Look at him. Chiquito,
Yep.
what you doing?
Oh, what you see? I'm gonna go ahead and well, we're gonna go ahead and get Anrin back up. Bonus action. I think I still have that. Let me see. I'm sure I do.
Healing word?
Yeah. Healing word. Yeah.
Okay. If you're gonna cast it, I'm gonna need to see a Constitution saving throw from you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You just
That
feel
sucks.
upper dimensions being like, hey, do you mind?
I do. Well, I guess I gotta do it. I got enough free rolls. Here we go. Con save.
Con save.
13?
Ooh, 13's not gonna do it.
Okay, reroll.
Alrighty.
Son of a...
Still the same answer.
Oh.
Definition of insanity here.
I know.
Alright, the spell goes puff puff puff. And as it goes puff puff puff, your brain goes, why? Why must you do
Why?
this to us?
Why are you doing that right now?
And you take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Alright, I'll give you a con save.
Oh,
no!
Oh no!
Using the reroll then for that one.
Oh no!
We're in trouble.
Oh no!
No.
We sure are.
What the fuck is going on with the universe today?
Raptor, go bye bye.
Yeah, this is Chiquito yelling out loud, going, "What the fuck?"
Man, we are getting pounded.
Chiquito, that was a bonus action, and I don't think
Risk
you
I
taken
think
an
was a
action
bonus
yet.
action. Yeah. Oh man, even if I try, I'm gonna get a freaking. You know what?
So you
let's
already
do
tried.
it.
You gonna try a spell? All right. Let's
We
see.
gotta-
Con save.
I'm happy that I have 5, so now I have 3. Okay.
Mummy Lord Lair action is nasty.
Yeah, he's a son of a bitch.
All right. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and con save.
Con save. Let's see it. No.
Oh,
I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and
How many
reroll.
times?
Oh wait, that's a Velociraptor. I've been fucking Velociraptoring the con saves this whole time.
Oh, that's not good. What is the well no, I don't think any of those would have
Let me see what the
mattered.
I'm
difference
gonna
is.
make it anyway. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right. Well, I'm gonna reroll it on using my
Yeah, yeah.
actual con save.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So for the full spell, good.
oh no!
Little tentacles go out my mouth, and they even cuss.
Motherfucker.
What spell were you trying to cast at what
we
level?
are so heading for a
I'm gonna tell
TPK.
you what. I was trying to cast a first level. No,
I
I was
feel-
trying to cast a cantrip.
No, I was gonna
Please say
cast
you have-
Velociraptors. They're coming back.
And that was
So-
third.
You know,
That's,
because-
already, yes.
Could you though? Because you already cast
the
the
first
healing
one
word,
did-
but it was countered.
no, it wasn't. It's not countered. It's you can't cast it. So
So it doesn't count. Okay.
yeah,
So it doesn't count as having cast the spell.
right.
So you don't lose a spell slot from it either.
do not lose the spell slot.
Okay.
Oh, I don't.
No, so you don't
Oh.
lose that spell slot.
Okay, well that's good then.
But you
But
do
still,
take
some bitch.
11 points of damage from it.
So that was okay. 17. Got it.
All right, Chiquito. As soon as you're like, why is this happening? You feel that pressure just wave away, and you don't think you would have that problem now.
Oh, well that's too bad
So
for me.
that is a little bit of a shame.
Just I was getting sacrificed damn enough. Damn it. Someone else got
And-
sacrificed.
Yeah.
The Mummy Lord, Jimmy Demarius Buffett. The
Yes.
Darius.
Jimmy Darius Buffett is rocking it. Show though, what are you up to?
Well, I am going to summon my lightning aura again on that there mummy.
You got it. That there mummy's gonna try and dance. Oh no, doesn't manage. 2 points of
He's going to
damage.
take 2 points of lightning damage, and then I'm going to crack him with the Morning Star.
Sure. Absolutely do. That is it for Steve Miller.
It may not be.
May not
The
be.
4 is necrotic.
That is it for Steve Miller.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move over here and crack Jimmy Darius Buffett.
Oh no, Jimmy.
Yeah, here's your lost shaker salt, you little fucker.
Yeah.
23 is gonna hit. Let's see some damage. That's gonna be 11 there.
Yeah. So we got to remember, or I have to remember anyway, that extra damage is necrotic.
Got it. Show anything else?
I'm gonna throw some salt at him.
There's your damn salt.
Some people say that.
You slug.
As you do
Ugh.
this thing,
You're the worst.
you know, I feel like you throw salt.
I don't actually have any salt, so that was an empty threat.
As it turns out, they're vulnerable to salt attack.
I'm
No,
not.
I'm gonna hit him with my dead rattlesnake next.
Not sure if that's entirely true. Rotting fist punch. Ooh.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Can I see the DC 16 con save against the mummy rot?
No.
God damn it!
Ooh.
Are you out of rerolls?
I sure am. I have an inspiration though.
Yes, you do. It's a D8 that can do it.
Yes!
Oh, yes, it will.
Nicely done.
Hey!
That's
I love-
good.
Keeping it in there.
Oh, man.
All right,
I'm still gonna take
man.
a buttload of damage from that though.
It's a shit ton, yeah.
that was a heck of a punch.
23. I gotta do a lot of math.
Right, I think our glares have been used up. Yaz. What are you
I'm a hurting
doing?
unit.
I am dropping Hex and casting Hunger of Adar.
Hunger of
Right.
Adar!
Yay! Hunger for Adar!
And I click the
Uh-oh.
spot.
The
I
buh-buh.
can't click the spot, but it's right, not this square, but this square. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing.
I sort of see what you're doing. Hang on one second. Let
one.
me grab my
Thank you, that one. Yes.
horrible thing.
So beautiful.
Just
It is gorgeous.
it's a lot of thing. Like
Do you have an issue with?
there,
just-
right?
Perfect.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Hop back to the map, and I
There you
think that's a 20-foot something.
Correct.
What is the size of that? So 5'10". Wait.
No, wait. I think you want to be
5'10".
over. I think you need to be over and down a smidge.
What's the radius on it?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, because the reason that is the problem. I made it block too short.
There you go.
That should be right.
Perfect.
Back up here. It's just horrible. Yes. Anything else?
No, he would have been like, been casting it, see show, run over, and be like, wait, don't run too far, stay right there, and it'll like, just for flavor. So ran closer.
So Yaz, as your turn ends,
Uh-huh.
you can't see it because of the darkness.
Uh-huh.
But out of the darkness comes a big whirlwind of sand that then stops and reforms into Jimmy Darius Buffett.
Screw you, Jimmy Darius Buffett.
However, Chad can't do that, and Chad is going to take a little bit of, I think, frosty damage first.
Yeah.
What is all this stuff that happens here? Any creature that starts
There-
its turn,
there
they
is-
did that.
let's see, any
2d6 of the
creature
cold.
Yeah, starts with cold, and then if it ends its turn there, it has to make a dexterity saving throw and take 2d6 acid
Yeah.
damage.
So give me the cold damage first.
Yes, I think I have to manually roll that. So
Yes, please.
yes, please. Let's see, and it was 2d6. You said
2d6.
Yes. Take away that thing and roll that.
It's 8 points of damage to Chad. Chad is going to
Sorry, not sorry, Chad.
make it quick. Can I find my way out of here? Chad can find his way out of here. Chad gives Anrin a little bump pass. That is difficult terrain, correct? So,
Correct.
ooh, and Chad make his way out. That cost him 10. That cost him 20. Chad is out. Once Chad emerges, Chad's going to give Anrin the old punchy punch. 15, Anrin?
No.
Nice. That's going to bring us to Rob Oakes. Rob Oakes, what are
Does Rob know that they've used up all their deathly glare kind of stuff?
you can see them looking about and just it's not landing. So yes, you
So I wouldn't want to necessarily counter charm to save my friends here. Um,
probably not necessary.
Okay.
It seems a little late for that particular song.
Yeah. I'm gonna move. Sorry, I have the wrong thing here. I gotta think my thunder wave correctly here because I don't want to push Anrin into the hunger of Hadar.
That would be nice.
That wouldn't be good.
That would push.
So if
That
you
would push. If I move there, that would push Anrin.
no, you're fine.
Uh,
You can start on a corner.
If I were here, I would hit Anrin and push her in. But if I moved here,
You can cast the cube this by that by this and not you don't have to stand in the center of the square that you cast.
okay, so I can do it so that I push this guy back into the hunger
Yes.
without hitting Anrin.
Correct.
Okay,
He would very much prefer you not do that, but yes, you could.
but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna move into that space and cast Thunder Wave.
You have no resistance to your magic. Let's see it.
I'll cast that first level.
DC 15 con.
Yes.
It,
Nice.
boom. That's 10 feet.
10 feet.
10 feet. Back you go, Chad.
Okay.
As well as 12 points of thundery damage.
Yes.
Kroger.
Yes.
I should have moved closer.
I would like, if possible, would Rob know if I yanked Anrin out away from there? Could I do that, or would I know that she would take an opportunity attack from this dude?
You would
Who
have
maybe
to
not.
you would have to grapple Anrin, and right now you're out of actions to grapple.
Okay. I'll stay where I am. I can't cast another spell, so unfortunately I can't. I mean, I got the person away who was death striking her, but I can't heal her either.
You got it.
All right.
That'll bring us round to Anrin. Anrin, you cannot see
Oh!
Gordy. Whoop.
Can I
As
bonus?
Anrin's turn starts, I would like to point out that Bruno purchased a nat 20 on a death save.
Okay. I also
you.
couldn't I drop a good berry on her? Maybe?
Good berry would be
As an
an action.
action.
That's an action. Okay.
Bonus action healing word though.
Bonus action is but a healing word's a spell, and I cast Thunder Wave, and I thought it was more important to get the baddie away from her.
Got it.
Okay.
So I think I did hear that a nat 20 death saving throw has been awarded. Anrin, would you like to use that?
Do I have to use it right now?
Yes.
You don't have to use it, but it's
Somebody else
probably
could,
good.
I suppose, but it's probably
in-
best that you do.
You're
Okay,
in
then I will use that.
super
Okay.
bleak. Like you're almost in permadeath.
So you pop back up with 1 hit point. It is the start of your turn. You are prone, so half your movement to stand up probably. You cannot see Gordy or Kroger. They are in the horrible darkness that one of your friends likes to summon. But what are you doing?
Well, I'm not engaged with them, right?
You would be if they could see, but they cannot see you, so you're fine.
Okay. I am going to limp my body out the door.
Seems the solid
Probably
plan.
scooting on my butt and all the way over here by
Maybe
Chico.
we retreat.
Chiquito.
You got it?
I just,
And Anrin, anything else?
well, at this point, is all of that head stuff gone?
Yes, you can cast spells at this point. You're not feeling any pressure.
Okay. Then let me make sure I can still do this. That's cantrip. Then I am going to do the bonus action healing word on me.
You got it. You drop the healing word. Two points, but it's two more than you had.
Definitely. Rob and I can now take on the world.
Rob can't be healed, and you can.
Yeah.
That's true.
Anrin, anything else? I think that was. I don't think you've used an action yet.
No, I haven't used an action. Well, because the healing word's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
But also spell. If you haven't used a spell, don't heal me.
Well, you did use a spell.
I did
use
use a spell, and so I'm
drink
just going. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Yep, I'm good. I am trying to recover myself and sort of leaning up against Chico's leg and hoping that a centipede doesn't crawl down my back.
Okay, they're your friend. They're not gonna hurt you.
Hey. So at the end of your turn, unfortunately, Darius uses another of his legendary actions
Jeez.
and goes to give Show a little bit of a punch tap. A 14?
That one will miss.
Excellent. Meatloaf, like a bat out of hell, rushing over. Show, punch. Oh, the 22.
That one will hit.
7 bludgeoning.
guess.
Sorry, 9 wait. 9 bludgeoning,
That's
9
grand,
necrotic.
Yeah.
And can I see that DC 12? Oh.
Shit, no.
Oh no!
gosh.
Do you have any inspiration? No, you used the
Nope.
inspiration.
Let's see. We got anything else?
We gotta get Show
No.
out of there. We gotta retreat. We gotta get Show out. We gotta retreat. We are not gonna win this, guys.
Agreed.
Right. As time ticks past, Gordy, starting in the frosty area, can I see that 2d6 of frostiness?
Of course you can.
4 points of frosty doesn't take Gordy down.
No.
I mean,
But
Gordy's
nips
right on
at
the
his
edge. He knows the
nose.
weight out, so he is stepping out. That costs 10. He can see. That is 15. Yaz, you have made Gordy the frosty. Punch Yaz. 22.
No.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Jeez.
That'll be 7 on the damage, 15 on the necrotic. Can I see that
Okay.
con save?
Nope.
No.
You would think with +7 to con, I'd have a better chance
Oh,
of
we do
making
have
a
a
DC 12 save.
Okay. So wait. Before you re-roll, this first con is for the mummy rot. You will then be rolling a con for your concentration. So I think the mummy rot one's important, but just to make sure we're clear on which one you're rolling for. So mummy rot, you have currently failed once. Are you using the re-roll?
Use it.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
I mean, I'm sorry. That's your call, but
No, I agree. I think I'm going to use it.
All right, let's see that
Deep
reroll.
breath. It was
12.
Constitution, right?
12 con 12 12. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Ah.
12. All right.
I made it.
Still alive.
Still alive, and it was.
I do need a
7.
con now a 10 to keep your spell up.
More than a 10. Okay, and that's
10
what
or better.
Mm.
It's a little less.
Yep. Hadar's like, see ya.
And with that, Hadar's hunger heads
We gotta
back to
get
his
show
dark
out of there
star.
and close these doors and go away.
And that's gonna bring us to Chiquito. Chiquito.
Nick. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead. You know what I'm gonna do.
I don't know what you're gonna do.
Okay, here we go.
Disengage.
Not disengage.
I think if we run, we're dead.
I think we're dead either way. I
Because
think-
because we are not close enough to anything to get these curses removed.
Who's cursed?
I am.
Rob.
And I am. And we're gonna
Yep.
lose.
Okay.
Rob can't be healed. He's dead tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm gonna lose 3d6 every day. Can't be healed. And once I hit 0, I'm dead.
Same. So I'm dead tomorrow.
My only thought is if we can beat them, we might find something further in to remove curses.
Okay.
That's
Mm.
that's the only thing
Fine.
I'm thinking that could make us not be dead tomorrow.
I'm so low on spell slots, folks,
Yeah.
and arrows aren't gonna do it. All right.
Thanks.
Alternatively, the other 3 could run.
This
Yeah.
makes the trolls look like they were the better choice, but
Well, trolls were easy.
The trolls might have been an easier fight, but it wouldn't have advanced us in any way
We
toward our
wouldn't
goal.
have gotten the white mask, right? So
So, you know what? We are at 11:47. Chiquito's about to deploy a ton of strategic resources.
yes, he
So,
is.
how about we pause here? We'll give the party a little bit of instinct review time throughout the week, and we will pick back up with Chiquito making his decision on what to cast and where to place things. And that way we'll give the Outworld time a little bit of time to review and think things through. I will share a little bit of information about the potential curing of the mummy curses, because there are some resources that your characters might think of. While you did indeed dispatch Frulum and the others, there is a wizard and spellcaster as well as a dragon unaccounted for that should be camped outside, to the best of your knowledge. So there are some people who might be able to threaten into helping you with such a thing. So let's put a pause on that one. Chiquito, when we kick back off, we might just be rolling a whole ton of raptor attacks, but we'll give everybody a chance to kind of think it through, and also so that we don't spill far too into the Beyond Midnight crowd. How's everybody doing?
Uh,
You know what? We're all still alive after this session, so we're better than what I
We're-
thought. we were doing.
yes.
So
Yes.
Who knew that the mummies were the sons of bitches?
I should have saved that 4th level spell. I actually thought Frulum was the sort of boss battle. So
I mean,
I
I
thought
did
it was way too easy.
I did not save my 4th level spell appropriately.
They're all boss battles. I will say Frulum and Talus were boss battles from the previous module. So,
Yeah.
you know, in the
Yeah,
new
when
module.
we were 4th and 5th level. Yeah.
I will also say, hey Yaz, you may want to double check on what your wand can do. You did it.
Yeah.
You did a
Right.
couple of Eldritch blasts when there were probably more powerful, nearly free things available to you, but it was a new
Yeah.
toy.
It's a new
and
toy. I
it's a new
forgot about
toy.
it. I had it up too to like remind myself, but then I had the dice roller in the way and just
Yep.
things. Yeah.
So, all kinds of stuff. We'll talk about that throughout the week. We'll pick back up next week, same bat time, same bat channel, and with a
Okay.
fresh set from there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We've been 20 sides to every story. Feel feel free to hop in and check out the Discord and such things. I am probably not hanging out much longer tonight, but there's generally something to make terrible decisions on in general too. So talk to y'all later.
Thank you, everybody. This was
Yeah,
actually very fun.
cool. And streaming. Bye bye.